Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show on the day after the Super Bowl. And now football season is over, and we hand the reins to Jeff Hafley.
Hoch, that rhymes if you say it right. Welcome to the show the day after the Super Bowl. If you say it right, it rhymes.
It really doesn't. I was thinking last night in the Super Bowl pregame show, they were introducing previous Super Bowl MVPs, and Lynn Swann was one of the MVPs they introduced. And I was thinking to myself, interestingly enough, Crowder believes that Lynn Swann probably rhymes with Len or
skin.
Or, I don't know what you think it rhymes with.
You got to say it with a little land squan. You got to say it different.
Land squan is not close to his name.
There was a Leonard Skinner commercial yesterday.
That was the best.
And the people I was with, one of my best friend's dad's name is George. He listens to the show. That's George Jorge. I've told you guys. His name is George.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his first name is
it
George.
Both spelled Jorge?
No, the last name is spelled Jorge. First name is spelled George, George. But
That's
his name
one
is
of one, man.
Jorge.
Yeah. You better tell him never get arrested. They're going to find him easy.
He yelled out, "Oh, I love Leonard Skinner." But I always thought it was Leonard Skinner.
It is.
Most people say Leonard Skinner, but it is Leonard Skinner. I mean, theoretically, because it's Lyn, Leonard Skinner, but
right.
Most people say Leonard Skinner. It was a great commercial. But anyway, I
like the eagle on the back of the horse.
That's the one.
That was the one.
It was unbelievable.
A little baby. I thought it was a chicken.
It was unbelievable. That's what I said. Yard bird.
I said they're going to eat him after a while. Then he turned.
Man, that was a badass commercial.
It was. That was cool.
Budweiser's doing that. Funky Buddha's got you doing commercials. I mean.
Hey, man. His Maple Bacon Coffee Porter is something.
But now it's Jeff Hafley's time to shine. Everyone else had the spotlight the last few weeks, and now it's Jeff Hafley's time to shine. Get to work.
He has $720 to spend. What's it going to do with that?
I don't know how you guys felt. I found the game to be boring. Mostly because the NFL postseason this year was so good. Mm-hmm. And so I was expecting, because in the postseason this year, we had, great games, close games, high scoring games, snow games. And this just wasn't any of that. Seattle dominated. Drake May didn't look very good. I mean, he was just honestly launching balls up to Mac Hollins. You tell me how a team is going to win a Super Bowl, and I love Mac Hollins, I really do. But just arm punting balls to Mac Hollins does not seem like a winning formula to win a Super Bowl.
My little Chan's in Bradenton at school. So he's watching the game, and we're calling each other every 15, 20 minutes. And we're talking about the game, and I was like, Chan, only down by 12. You get to 12-7. Like, this is still a good game. So we're talking. And he actually, because he listened to the show for years now, he's 14. He's like, Hoch hates these kind of football games, doesn't he? I said, yes, he does.
I did.
And I don't want to admit it. That game was bad.
It was bad. It was boring.
And I'm glad you brought up Drake. That was too big for Drake May.
Yeah.
Those other snow games where he didn't have to be the man. It was good because now you lean on the run, Ramondre Stevens. Like, I watched the other games. That position was too big for Drake May. And let's say Sam Darnold, they both had 60 yards in the third quarter now. Nobody balled. But, you saw Drake start getting hit, and he wasn't ready for that position in that moment. And that's what it is. He's going to be a great quarterback. He finished number 2 in MVP voting, all of that stuff. I'm not taking a knock at his career, but last night was too big for Drake May.
I thought you were going to say something, Solana. I was giving you time there.
Oh,
He ain't shave his beard this morning. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I
Had a rough one with George.
He hanging out with George.
We had a lot of vino last night. A little
Yeah, you
whiskey,
hang out with George. You're gonna be doing some drinking and eating.
a couple stogies, tomahawks were on the grill yesterday. No, but that's what we expected. No, like a defensive battle. I mean, just totally, he couldn't do anything. The offensive line couldn't protect him. He couldn't do anything.
But I thought it was worse than a defensive battle, because a defensive battle, you go, wow, look at that defense shutting down a potent offense. There's something cool about that. As much as I like scoring, there's something cool about watching a really good defense shut down a potent offense. I think it was Chris Collinsworth said during the game, Mike Vrabel is kind of treating the offense and Drake May as if this is a blizzard, because he's whether he's not capable of doing it, or he knew after having gone through an entire season with them, hey, there are some limitations here. And, in his own mind, maybe we did have a fairly easy path to the Super Bowl. I can't just, call a wide open offense because we're going to get exposed.
And that's what it was. To answer your question, Solana, that's where you saw Seattle. First and 10, second and 8, third and 4. They get 5 yards. Okay, and now you're matriculating. That's a good word. Matriculating down the field, and you get to the 30 and you stall out. And then the kicker, he set an NFL record for the most field goals. Like, that's a dominating defense at Super Bowl level. You don't choke somebody to death for 4 or 3.5, whatever they scored later on with Mac Hollins, which is crazy, Hawk. Mac Hollins is the Super Bowl MVP for the Patriots.
Crazy.
But, like, it's even – I love a game that's slower, but I don't like to see a team have 100 yards of offense in a half. That's sad.
We can debate it later, but the NFL owed everybody who stuck through that game for the MVP to be Jason Myers, the kicker. Like, he got robbed. Yeah, I'm not even doing a bit here. He got robbed yesterday. Kenneth Walker was good. Like, I get it, but there was nothing flashy. There was nothing spectacular about his game. Jason Myers set a record yesterday, or finished the season with the most points scored in the NFL, and then went perfect in a game that was just field goal after field goal after field goal. He deserved the MVP yesterday, and it would have given us something at the end, like some sort of controversy.
You're a big fan of 20-yard field goals.
That's the problem. He loves the chip shot. And by the way, I wouldn't have complained if Myers got it, but he didn't hit one, because I bet longest field goal made over 49.5 yards. That dude wasn't close to hitting a long field goal. He hit 5 chippies. And did Walker end up with a touchdown at the end?
I think he did end up getting one. At
that
the very
solidified MVP for me. Had he not gotten in the end zone, I would have made a stronger case for Myers.
They called it back. It was a whole.
But did he not get another one later on, though?
No.
Okay, so they did call it back. Because, I was texting with Lee Sterling. Lee Sterling, one of his picks on our show was Kenneth Walker MVP at plus 800. And he said he had given that to a lot of his clients. And he said to me, he had texted me in the fourth quarter, he's like, Walker's going to win MVP, right? And I made the case for Myers. I'm like, I don't think so, man. I think if Walker doesn't end up in the end zone, you got to give it to the guy with the Super Bowl record. And I said, but the caveat is he hasn't hit a long field goal. Yeah. And then Walker broke that run, and you're like, okay, I said that solidifies it. Then it came back, and that one could have gone either way for me.
The 2 25-yard runs, and then that screen when the guy's holding his hand and he snatches his hand away and goes for another 20. Those were the most exciting plays in that entire game. Even with the interceptions, even with all the sacks, they tied a Super Bowl record for sacks on Drake May. But the only offense you saw was number 9 running down the field. Everything else was mute. And I was like, yeah, that's when I knew Kenneth. Me and LeChair were talking. He's going to win it. I said, Kenneth, he was taking the side of the kicker. Daddy, well, he scored the most points in NFL history. I said, Chan, he's kicking the ball from the 2. I could make these field goals. Come on, man.
Isn't there nothing better than talking to your son, watching a game together in different locations, but you're watching it? I love that more than anything with DJ, text, or a call. I like when I get a screenshot of what he's gambling on. That makes me happy.
You know what was crazy? It's funny you say that. So Chaz is still home. Chan and Ava are in Bradenton. So I had to pause the game to go put Chaz to sleep. So I'm 9 minutes behind. So Chan's like, oh, it's over. When he saw the last defensive touchdown out of Seattle, I'm 9 minutes behind that. And I'm like, no, let me call you back. No, I don't. And I hear everybody behind him, all his teammates yelling and screaming, Daddy, it's over. I'm like, no, I'll call you back. Give me a second. I'm behind y'all.
Well, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about the commercials. We're going to talk about Bad Bunny. We're going to talk about our prop bets. We're going to talk about Pizzola's and Sterling's bets. I mean, we got a lot to get to today. Mike Cunio is going to join us as well. Let us begin with headlines. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com.
Hoch, you open up the show saying it's now Jeff Hafley's turn.
Yeah, buddy.
To control things in the NFL. But what if I told you the day after the Super Bowl, it's not Jeff Hafley's turn to take over the NFL again, but instead it's Adam Gase's turn to get his chance to take over the NFL again. Adam Gase is back in the league, boys. He's back.
Go to the Chargers, right?
Or L.A.
Yeah, he's going to the Chargers.
They're putting the band back together. McDaniel, Gase.
I have to be in a room with Gase and McDaniel together. Gase is nuts. McDaniel is talkative. I just have to see that offensive meeting.
He's going to be an assistant focusing on the passing game.
If this doesn't show you the nepotism in the NFL, nothing does.
Well,
this is his friend giving him a job.
But if it's a job based on focusing, we've seen his eyes. He can focus with the best of them. So he's actually tailor-made for this.
On a taco.
Coach, what are you doing? I'm focusing. That's why I'm here.
On the pass game.
I mean, that is the best part about this. That video is circulating everywhere again today. I've watched it 18 times.
I just love that Aronde can't get rid of Mike McDaniel or Adam Gase from his life.
He got to tell his son to listen to McDaniel and Gase this year. That's great.
I wonder how that happens, though. He makes a phone call like, hey, I'm looking to get back into it. Or is there a group chat, Crowder, where all the old white coaches who have gotten removed, is there a group chat? Like white coaches who are no longer in the league.
I think it's agents taking care of clients, right? So let's say, I don't know if Harbaugh and Gase share an agent, but like the agent community, I think makes that happen where they say to maybe the agent says to Harbaugh's agent, hey, can you get him to hire Gase? Because I haven't had him anywhere in the last couple of years, wants to get back into it, find a spot for him.
I think the agents have to work the deal out, Hawk, but I really believe, because I've told y'all before, I had a job at University of Virginia when I retired. No coaching experience at all, but the guy that was the strength coach got the job at Virginia when everybody got fired. I really think it's a text like homeboys. Hey, bro, you want a job? Where you at? Oh, Blackburn, Virginia. I'll come up there for a couple months. Okay. And I think the agents at that point have to figure out the real.
It makes sense. If I get hired by Spotify to go work for the Ringer and they go, here's your budget and, fill out your staff however you want. Well, I'm going to text you and I'm going to text Solana and I'm going to text Dan Day and Brittany and Len. I'll text all the key important people that make this show happen and make sure that they come aboard, to my staff.
You might have forgotten one there, Hog.
Damn,
no, I thought that through. In fact, I had written that down. I was actually had that on.
Bro, I know we're joking. I think half the jobs in all big time professional leagues are set that way. Yeah. Hey, you got the job. You got to hire some coaches. I'm going to call my boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to call my
why wouldn't you? You want to work with people you feel comfortable with.
Yep.
Take Quieto, Jimmy.
Damn, Jimbo.
Don't talk to me.
The funny thing is, he only knows how to say take Quieto back. He doesn't know. So that's why he got stumped there. That was the extent of his Spanish. So when I said te quiero, he didn't want to say it back, but he had nothing else in the arsenal.
No hablo me.
Jimmy, no is also a Spanish word. So you can just say no te quiero.
There's two words I wanted to say, but I can't say it on the air.
Good for you. Now you're on the staff, Jimmy. It was a test. Now you're getting the text.
Was it a test, really?
It was a test. And guess what this new job comes with?
Nothing.
Free glizzy hot dog, glizzies at Costco.
That I paid for, so it's not really free.
Loaded in ketchup.
I don't want the glizzy deal. when the deal goes through, Hawk, I'm good.
Well, you already had the glizzy deal. That's how you got this job. Jimmy had a nice feast at Flanagan's last night for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Really good.
What do you have there? Cheeseburger? It looked like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it was a cheeseburger.
I like it.
I had garlic rolls too.
You didn't go for the
No, I
Vicky
didn't.
Bakery mashup, the
No.
croqueta poppers?
No, I didn't. I don't know why. I just
Should
didn't.
have done that, for Bad Bunny.
That's true. I should have done it.
Yeah.
I had pub sub.
Oh,
Yeah, we got back. I did the red eye Saturday night back
Oh, I
to
don't like that.
Miami. And so midnight out of San Francisco, landed in Miami at 8:30 a.m. Me and Asia have to go home and obviously take a nap because, I'm going to talk on the plane. I'm going to talk the person next to me to death. And so we had to take a nap. We get up. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm like, man, we're not going anywhere. So I went to Publix, got us some turkey and provolone, and we watched the game.
Hawk, Crowder did all 5 shows during Super Bowl week. Knowing that, what would the line have been of Crowder being here in studio today?
I'm shocked beyond shocked. I couldn't believe he was in San Francisco. I even said to him on Friday, take the day off so you could spend the day with Asia. You're in San Francisco.
No.
There he was.
Work
At
hard.
work. All 5 shows.
Yeah. And then, you know what? The West Coast is easy because it's 10 a.m. So you kind of
Yeah, it does make it easy, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you, when I was, where was I? Egypt, whatever. When I had to wake up at 2 a.m. after partying all night. Now I got
good.
2
No
hours of
good.
sleep. No good. No good.
No good. No good.
Watch
good.
it hard.
Yeah, I think we may have to strong arm Tobin and Leroy and take their shift.
It's a pretty good shift.
Right?
Hawk, but I think I could. I got a chance against both of them, but together I think I'm going to go down.
Well, I'm going to take out, I think I can take out Vlad. I'm going to create a diversion, though.
You got Vlad.
I've got a little something I'm going to dangle in front of him. And he's going to.
Solana's jumping on Lynn.
Yeah.
Jimmy, who you got?
No clue.
Yeah. So you're in Brittany.
And then we'll just, we'll take over the 10 to 2 shift.
I just saw Tobin. Tobin got some muscles to him, man. Tobin's solid. Yeah.
I don't know if he knows how to use it, though.
He ain't been in many fights. Text him and see. I don't think Tobin.
Although he hangs out with those UFC fighters and the MMA fighters.
Yeah.
I've had fish, but I don't have gills.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
All right, let me just give you your local headlines. Obviously, Seahawks win the Super Bowl. That's the biggest one, and Kenneth Walker was awarded MVP. If you are one of the conspiracy theorists who believes that the NFL has a script and that every year after the Super Bowl they release the upcoming Super Bowl logo and that the colors in that Super Bowl logo will actually predict who the next 2 teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl are, well, if you believe that, the Dolphins have a good chance because the Super Bowl logo is Dolphins colors up and down the entire thing for Super Bowl LXI.
That's why I said it's your time to shine, Halfley. I've seen the script.
Ewers and Halfley representing the AFC.
Hey, man, if I told you Sam Darnold and Mike McDonald.
Hell of a point.
The Marlins held their Fan Fest on Saturday. Looked really cool. Looked like it was a lot of fun. They did reveal their teal jerseys will be back. They're going to have teal Sundays.
That's awesome.
And they look badass, man. Really
bring
badass.
back the teal. Dolphins bring back the old logo. Come on, people.
The Heat are going to be well represented at All-Star Weekend. That's the end of this week. They play tonight against the Jazz. They won yesterday. They blew out the Wizards, who are trying to lose. The Wizards are making a mockery of the entire NBA, but the Heat blew them out in that game. They're going to play the Jazz tonight. Then they have your Pelicans Hawk on Wednesday. And then they're going to be off Thursday until the following Friday. All-Star Weekend is coming up this weekend. Kel'el Ware will play in the Rising Stars game. Norman Powell's an all-star. But we also found out yesterday Norman Powell will be in the three-point shooting contest. And Kashad Johnson, Showtime, baby. Showtime will be in the slam dunk contest. So the Heat literally...
Didn't they just send him to the G League today?
Man, come on, Hawk.
Yeah, he's with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Give him a couple extra minutes so he can practice some of his dunks in game. What's the problem?
They called Jimmy, too, to get in the slam dunk contest.
How about our guy Dame Lillard? Dame Lillard's in the three-point contest.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Actually,
That's interesting.
That's weird. Carmelo. I'm watching Carmelo Anthony and Jamal Crawford talk about Damian Lillard in the three-point contest during the Super Bowl pregame. I was like, what is it? Y'all need to cut this show.
NBC Hawk.
Very interesting.
I know you love all the broadcasting stuff. NBC, I mean, they have All-Star Weekend. They had the Super Bowl. They have Olympics coverage. I saw that, I guess they kind of doxed Mike Tirico, but they rented like these 2 military planes to fly from San Francisco to Milan direct. And apparently Mike Tirico's on it because they've got to get to Milan for the Olympic coverage. It's pretty badass.
Because he's the host. Yeah.
covered.
Yeah. It is wild, man.
Mike Tirico can travel like that and not get sick, and you get sick coming from New York.
He does the Super Bowl, flies immediately to Milan to work for 2 weeks straight, and you take a day off to prepare for FIU women's basketball because you want to make sure you're on the coach's calls.
Because he drove from Homestead to Kendall.
The Heat tonight, it'll be a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. They've got the Utah Jazz. They can complete the series sweep of
Utah Jazz threw a game over the weekend.
They threw a game.
They threw a game over the weekend.
They were up
I ain't watching
in the third quarter. Lauri Markkanen and I believe Jaren Jackson Jr. were combined for like 50 points together. And then in the fourth quarter, they didn't play a single minute.
Not a minute. None of the starters got to the floor in the fourth quarter. Everyone was tweeting at the NBA and Adam Silver, hey, investigate this blatant tank job by the Jazz.
Oh, what do you do? Ask the coach why?
Yeah.
No, it's 100%. I understand why they're doing it. I understand why the NBA should investigate it. But what's the investigation?
I mean, the investigation is why when these guys were balling and you were in the game, did they not sniff the court in the fourth quarter in crunch time? Let's start there. Did they all get hurt? Did you forget that they were on the bench? Did you think that let's get granular. Let's find out.
Sir, we got a long season, and I saw some stuff in Lauri Markkanen's ankle, and I just saw him.
You don't have a long season, though. Your season is going to end at the beginning of April.
I would like to finish my prepared speech before you cut me off.
Well, Kevin Love did put up 13 points in that fourth quarter, so he was on a heater, and they left in the savvy veteran Hawk, to play out an important fourth quarter for them. Couldn't take out the guy who was 3 for 3. He was an NBA champion. Can you?
Matchups. I love the matchups. That's the answer to get away from.
Yeah, the Wizards did something similar. We'll get into it later. Your weather in South Florida tonight, 7:30 p.m., by the way. The Miami Heat and the Utah Jazz. It's at the Kaseya Center, by the way. Your weather in South Florida, it's a typical South Florida February, mid-70s right now. That's your weather.
Yeah, super nice out. Mike Cunha is going to join us next. Championship Meet Energy is nonstop at Gulfstream Park with live races every Thursday through Sunday with featured stakes races on Saturdays. Gulfstream Park also offers the hottest slots and electronic table games and combines the excitement of casino gaming with the thrill of thoroughbred racing in one electrifying destination. Celebrate Valentine's Day at the track with a festive brunch in 10 Palms this Saturday and Sunday, by the way. Enjoy a premium buffet with heart-shaped brunch fare, fresh seafood, an omelet station, and more. Balloon wall backdrop and a free photo booth to commemorate the day. Brunch purchase includes a complimentary mimosa, Reservations are recommended. The Fountain of Youth Stakes is coming up Saturday, February 28th. Tickets are on sale now. Saturday, February 28th is also the next Taste at the Track, Bourbon and Barbecue. Secure your tickets for an unlimited tasting experience that's all about crafted bourbon cocktails and traditional barbecue bites. Enjoy a unique experience while you watch and wager on the Fountain of Youth. And the 75th running of the Curlin Florida Derby, South Florida's biggest race day of the year, takes place Saturday, March 28th. Tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets and get all your info at GulfstreamPark.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Homer Simpson works with the Niners?
Pensaba que contigo iba a envejecer. En otra vida, en otro mundo.
There's Ricky Martin. Before we get to Cunha, the football offseason is officially here, and we've got the updates that'll happen on the Dolphins and the Canes. We'll keep an eye, obviously, on the Heat, the Panthers, Canes basketball, Marlins spring training. Don't miss a thing. You can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps. So make sure you download it today. Make Hochman, Crowder, and Solana your favorite show. Subscribe to our show on all the podcast streams. It would be appreciated. Mike Cunha is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, sports anchor and reporter on CBS 4 here in Miami. You see him nationally on CBS Sports HQ. And being such a longtime friend of the show, we know that his Super Bowl meal consisted of granola last night. Am I correct, Cunha? Did your Super Bowl meal consist of granola?
No, not granola. It's the trail mix bar from Fresh Market, but not granola. It's not breakfast.
Feel like it's granola. I had the funniest visual as I was bringing you on, and I just wanted to share it with you. So Crowder wasn't back in the studio yet, and I was introducing you, and I saw Jimmy was told by Solana, go get Crowder. And so Jimmy, not thinking of what his tasks are as the executive producer of the show or the producer of the show, got up and started walking to the door. And I knew what was about to happen. I was about to introduce you, and there was going to be no one to punch up your phone line. So I drew it out to where he had just gotten to the door. And then I said, so let's bring on Mike Cunha. And it hit him right when he was at the door. You saw it, Solana, because I know you were watching the same thing I am. It hit him right when he got to the door. Oh, wait a second. I gotta punch up the phone. And I'm leaving right now. I picked this time to leave. And he hustled back to punch you up just in time for you to say that you did not have granola as your Super Bowl meal. You had trail mix.
That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy playing 4D chess. That's because he doesn't want me to come on. So he was like, "Oh, convenient excuse." Like,
not true, Cunha. Not true.
I was ordered to do something else. Oh no, Mike can't come on.
So what did you have? You had trail mix. Did you watch the game at CBS?
Of course, yeah. I watched on my little 19-inch TV that's right on my desk.
So you guys have to do like a Sunday night sports show and everything, even though the Super Bowl is going on.
Yeah, but that's the cool part, because like the Super Bowl makes it. I mean, it makes it easy because you have like this big game, you have this reaction, there's all this stuff that goes on within the game itself. So that's.
But who would be watching local sports on CBS 4 when the Super Bowl's going on? Wouldn't the sports fans be watching NBC?
Who's not? Who's not? You know what I mean? You need the little Olympic break, your Super Bowl break. You turn on CBS 4. You see Mike Cunha doing.
You need a Super Bowl break in the fourth quarter? This is when you take your break?
After watching Drake May get hit in the mouth over and over, you're like, all right. It's, you know what? Maybe we need a little palate cleansing here.
Did you have Solana on?
No, we didn't. We tried to be as accommodating as possible to our guests this week. Go enjoy the Super Bowl. Don't worry about coming on. Don't worry about going away from your Super Bowl parties. We'll take care of it. We
it was just you and Samantha?
No, it was me and Jalen Gilkey. I don't know how you can like Latin up the Gilkey, but yeah, we'll try. Yeah.
But Cunha, I'm not a 50-40 football fan. I don't like games like that. That game was even boring to me. Was it a break from the boredom? Because you said they need a break from excitement.
No. I see. I know I'm different, and I'm really not being contrarian. But like, I love that first half. I know there was like 18 punts, but man, I found so many like interesting like little battles that were going on. Like Christian Gonzalez has cemented himself as one of the top corners in the NFL to me. I mean, he basically saved 2 touchdowns. That game could have been a lot worse. I love the defensive football stuff. I love sort of the chess match. Then you go back to like the Miami Texas A&M game. I love that game so much. It was one of my favorite games of the entire entire postseason run for any team, just because it was like this field position thing that was going on the entire time. I liked the game. I really did enjoy the defensive performance from both teams in that first half.
Maybe it's because you were watching it on the 19-inch TV with a bowl of oatmeal.
It felt old school. You know what I mean? It was like yeah, I mean, my television isn't even like color corrected. Like I look up and like people are wearing different colors. I'm like, wait, what am I watching? Like he's got a blue suit on now. It looks yellow on my TV. So I'm back in like the 80s.
Coming out of that game, seed the AFC East for next season. Would you have the Patriots as the best team in the AFC East next season?
No, it's probably the Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills, I just, it was a weird year. Look, Denver, if Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, Denver's obviously going to be in that game last night. That Broncos defense is for real. The Denver offense can give you just enough to win some of these games, and which is what you saw against the Bills. So if I think the Bills, they'll go back. The Patriots, they did have an easy schedule. You can't deny it. I mean, and then a lot of things broke their way, including Bo Nix's foot. So like that's how they end up in the Super Bowl. And I give them credit for the defensive effort they put up, but that was tough to watch offensively from them.
There was a point leading up to this game, Cunha, where people were talking about Drake May as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. And maybe not like currently, but just what he did this year, MVP conversation, you would take him over maybe Lamar Jackson, comparing him to Josh Allen, the best quarterbacks in the game. Did yesterday's performance change that for you personally? Do you still think he's got it?
I think the ceiling's still very high on him. I don't think, to me, I wouldn't have put him in the top 5. So first of all, the top 3, that tier of Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, is so hard to close the gap between 4 and those guys, right? Like 4 and 5, whoever you want your next quarterbacks to be. Those 3 stand out above the rest for me. He led his team to a Super Bowl. You can't, at the very least, can't take that away from him. He had flashes. He beat the teams in front of him. Those are the things you ask your quarterback to do. That's why, at times it's frustrating for the Dolphins when they lose to teams you thought were lesser, is because you're not getting that kind of quarterback play when you expect it. So he's beating the Bills. He's going toe-to-toe with Josh Allen. Now, his ceiling is still very high. His future is still very, very bright. He deserved to be an MVP candidate this year. But I wouldn't put him top 5 yet. I think there are still a few guys who are ahead of him, but he'll be on his way. I just don't want to take the Super Bowl, this 1-game sample size against that defense, what they look like. It looked like Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor and those guys were back out there last night. That's about as impressive as you can ask for of a defensive performance in the Super Bowl. And, maybe it was youth and experience. At times, like some of those throws behind Hunter Henry, getting him knocked around that game, maybe just the lights were a little bit too big for him. But year 2 to take a team to the Super Bowl, it's not bad.
And it's funny, I thought about this when you were talking about the AFC matchup too. And Hoch said earlier in the show, he's like, now it's Halfley's time. And we know we have a lot of problems in Miami trying to figure it out. But even thinking about it, Denver, top 10 defense. Pats, top 10 defense. Rams, top 10 defense. Seattle, top 10 defense. Should that encourage us down here? Because I know Hoch was joking, but as you were talking, I kind of thought about it like, damn, these top 10 defenses are making it to the championship games and now the Super Bowl. Yeah.
I mean, look, if that's a silver lining in all this, that you got defensive guys, your head coach, maybe to bring some of that toughness back. And, I even think go to even the offensive side of the ball. I posted the clip from Bobby Slowick this week when I got to talk to him about how when he was in San Francisco, they used to track their opponents' records after they played or after the teams played the 49ers just to see how beat up they were. And they took pride in that. And you'd see teams like lose the game immediately after playing the 49ers. And that was something they really like relished in. So I kind of like that physical mentality, that fast and violent thing that they're preaching now. You just want to see it, you just want to see it in action. Halfley had a top 10 defense a couple years ago in Green Bay. yeah, I mean, look, you got to win. You need a defense to win championships. I know it's an old adage, but man, did the Seahawks ever prove that was true.
Were you able to pay attention to the commercials while you were eating your porridge?
I gotta say, mid scoop of porridge while the three bears were sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to focus on the commercials. Very underwhelmed by them. Nothing ever caught my eye. Where like,
Ooh, I thought there were some good ones.
Yeah, because you know what? Usually they catch you early. And this is my other thing about Super Bowl commercials. Now, why are we putting them out before the Super Bowl? A lot of them sometimes like air like you see them on YouTube or they come out earlier. You get like sneak peeks. Like I don't want any sneak peeks to this. This is supposed to be a big unveiling. So yeah, I was underwhelmed on the commercial.
Did you have a favorite?
Nothing stood out. No, nothing stood out. I can't remember a single commercial.
The baby chicken that turned into an eagle
on the Clydesdale.
Don't even remember that.
Stop it.
You could be making that up. No,
it's a little baby horse, and he went and met a baby chicken. Next thing you know, it's an eagle and a Clydesdale.
What about the Ben Affleck Duncan commercial that was like a 90s sitcom?
But we knew that was coming. Like
I didn't.
Like, they had kind of promoted that all week. Unless it's seal as an actual seal, I don't know if we can go back.
Man, I thought there were some good ones. How about Sabrina Carpenter dating a Pringles man?
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Then her and the fans ate him. That was a weird commercial.
That was a weird commercial. She was dating a guy made out of Pringles, and then he fell down, and everyone just ate him.
Oh, R.I.P. Sorry for your loss.
Well, it begs the question, though. If you were dating a girl made out of Pringles and she fell down, would you just eat her?
By the way, that would be my nightmare.
Oh, that's right. You would have to date a girl made out of oatmeal and raisins.
Is it original Pringles? Is it cheese? Is it sour cream and onion?
You gotta be unsalted.
How about Bad Bunny? What'd you think of the halftime performance?
It looked like a party, which I think that's all you want out of halftime performances. You just want it to look and feel like a party. You have some cool cameos. I was fine with it. I couldn't really understand him, but I know I'm not the only one. But
couldn't really understand him, cool. Or couldn't understand him at all.
No, I thought maybe it's just me, but like the mic is so tight to his mouth, like it was kind of muffled. Is that maybe I'm the only one there? Or
he's got a weird way of singing. He doesn't sing like he's doing a stadium anthem the way that you see Prince do it, or the way that you see U2 or whatever. It's more talkative, isn't it, Solana? I mean, you've seen him a million times.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a singer. To be fair, he's a reggaeton artist, but he's really like a trap star. That's how he made his mark in the music industry. There are songs where he sings, but for the most part, he's a rapper / reggaeton trap star.
What's a trap star?
Well, it's a genre of music, trap music, Spanish trap.
Yeah, you see, I'm terrible, dude. Like,
I thought you said he was a track star, and I was immediately thinking Flojo.
Not the way he was holding that football. He's not an athlete.
Well, he was the leading rusher at halftime.
By the way, high and tight. That thing was not coming out.
Great technique, right? Great technique.
What number you have on 64?
Who was the old Giants running back that used to run with it high and tight like that because he always fumbled?
Ron Dane.
Tiki
Barber used to hold the ball way up on his neck for no reason.
Yeah.
So he was actually speaking.
We've got to be the only radio show breaking down Bad Bunny's running back skills.
Well, I mean, great techniques, great technique.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's fair. Kenneth Walker barely edged him for total yards. It's like 135 to 124 or something. It wasn't. That MVP could have gone a different way.
Cunyo, Kalen Balaj or Bad Bunny as your running back? I think I'm taking Bad Bunny, man.
Oh man,
I'll take his entourage. I didn't know he was speaking.
Field,
and it was interesting too that he was doing like a whole Field of Dreams vibe, but it was a football game. That may work better in the All-Star game, right? When he walked out of the cornfields.
This is done. Bad Bunny would be a great running back nickname. Like he had Muscle Hamster. Bad Bunny, because the raps are quick. I like, someone's got to take that.
All right.
It's It took him 8 minutes to get up that light pole. I don't know if he's too quick.
Okay, one interception in the NFL, guy.
I'm more athletic than Bad Bunny, Solana. Goodness.
Not anymore.
All right. He's going to dub a running back Bad Bunny this season. He's dubbed you the old tugboat. Cunio's got away with nicknames. All right, Cunio, we appreciate your time.
See you guys.
There you go. Mike Cunio from CBS4. We'll take a break. More Hochman, Crowder, and Solana after this.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My metabolic age is 15.
Yeah, well, your metabolic IQ is 15 as well.
Today's topics are
We back at it with the steady, Hotman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next, always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right, talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock. Ready for that 3 o'clock.
All right, we're ready. A lot to get to today, day after the Super Bowl, and then I guess we'll start shifting our focus to the Heat and the Panthers and even the Marlins, because I'm not certain how much we're going to have to talk about with the Heat and the Panthers as we move later on into the year. Next year, America will get what it wants. Do you know that the Monday after the Super Bowl next year is a national holiday?
What is it?
President's Day.
Oh, it's moved back a week.
So President's Day next year will fall on the day after the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Valentine's Day also falls on the Super Bowl next year.
Oh, man. That's not good.
That's going to ruin some relationships.
Yep.
So next year, you celebrate Valentine's Day on Super Bowl Sunday, and the next day, you make some late night whoopee. You don't have to go to work the next day. Next day is a national holiday.
But, Hawk, there's going to be the question from the wonderful ladies of our lives, is the Super Bowl or me more important?
The Super Bowl is more important. You're there every day of the year. The Super Bowl is there one day of the year. I don't have a billion
right
props that I can wager on you.
Don't take this. This is terrible advice. Are we going to dinner? No, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Hawk, the only prop, no, is a heavy favorite.
Plus 20,000.
Trust me, my wife will be thrilled that the Super Bowl, that way she doesn't have to worry about gross 56-year-old Hochman and his, mitts looking for action.
Come out shaking
I'll
that
be all
leg.
full. I'm full from my charcuterie. I don't need any charcuterie. I'm full on the charcuterie.
Need some action.
My friend Unfunny Lewis, my best friend Unfunny Lewis, everybody knows him. He is Puerto Rican. Took issue in the last segment with me suggesting that those were cornfields, which I knew, by the way, that they weren't. But he took issue with me suggesting that Bad Bunny was prancing around cornfields a la Field of Dreams. Lewis wanted to point out for the record, those were sugarcane, an homage to the Jibaritos in Puerto Rico working it. And he said, don't make me get on my airplane and come over there right now. Lewis, I don't know if you were listening last week, because we were trying to figure out who are some Puerto Rican stars who Bad Bunny could bring out as special guests. And I jokingly said Ricky Martin and Unfunny Lewis.
Yeah.
I hit on one of those.
You did?
Amazing.
And Lady Gaga.
And Lady Gaga, famous Hispanic crooner Lady Gaga. Or, as I like to say,
Solana's look at me straight in the eyes.
I like to say, Mujer Gaga.
Mujer Gaga.
I actually watched a lot of that stuff he did was like what they call them, the Easter eggs.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff in there.
And I can never figure out the Easter eggs and the deep meaning behind things. Like, you know me, I am so on the level of everything. I can't dig deep.
And Solana explained to me, Brittany's here, who's Cuban. She explained to me a lot of it. Solana explained to me a lot of it in the first break of everything that was going on. And I was like, oh, what? Oh, wow. I knew they were the cornfields, but I didn't know all the stuff he put in there, which was crazy.
I sent Unfunny Lewis back a GIF of Shoeless Joe Jackson walking out of the cornfields, and I said, "This is live video of last night's halftime show." Wasn't exactly the apology or retraction he was looking for.
The people that were dressed as bushes, they stayed bushes.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to dance.
That's what I thought, because when they went to commercial break, you saw one move, and I said to Lori, "Oh, those bushes are going to come to life." But they actually, I guess the most judicious way to get all the shrubbery out there, $8 million, I was told he spent on shrubbery. The easiest way was just to have the shrubs run into place, and then when it was over, run back.
They said, I saw something, I laugh about, it's on the internet, it's real. They said each one of them bushes got paid $1,100 to be a bush.
Yeah, I saw that too, because they were getting paid, I think, $27 an hour, and they had a whole week's worth of rehearsals. And
I was in San Francisco. I could have been the big bush.
Imagine if you weren't good enough to get the job, though. Like, you're there for 3 days, and they're like, listen, it's just not working out.
hey, Roger. You look a little weak on the left edge.
You're going to have to leave. Huh?
Or make like a tree and leaf.
What'd you say, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
Make like a tree and leave.
Make like a tree and leave. Anyway.
I would say if anybody complained about the performance, I didn't even know Bad Bunny was singing. His entourage.
I thought it was theatrically fun, but that, like, for me, the performance I like at a Super Bowl is anthemic singing. It is Prince in the middle of a stage, and he is wailing on the guitar, and you're watching a concert. That's, again, but this is my age and my style of music. Not everything's for every person. I thought like visually it was stunning. I thought the colors were great. I thought the imagery was really good. But I'm like into anthemic singing where it takes over the entire crowd, and everyone, like Bon Jovi, and everyone's singing the lines together and whatever. And obviously that was that I couldn't do with this.
Yeah, Hoch, I always think back to, like, my favorite Super Bowl halftime show, Paul McCartney singing Hey Jude, because my mom was this massive Beatles fan. That was always her and I's band that I grew up. She always played the Beatles, and the entire stadium singing Hey Jude at the end with Paul McCartney is epic. Prince, when he's playing and the water's falling, and he's playing Purple Rain like that.
Yeah,
I understand why.
I believe it's called rain, by the way. It wasn't water falling. We call it rain in this country.
You say the water's coming down outside?
The water's
wasn't
falling.
rain.
Bring your umbrella. The water's coming down.
They were splashing water over the place. I understand why, Hoch, you don't listen to Bad Bunny's music. Why that didn't speak to you yesterday? Like, it makes sense to me.
And
I was telling Crowder, I get it.
But again, I do like again, I'm going to say anthemic singing, and it's going to get annoying because I keep saying that. But even like The Weeknd fell flat for me because all he did was go through a mirror maze. It wasn't like him, rocking the house. So it was my thing. In fact, Kendrick Lamar last year, I didn't think it was great. I knew the one song. And that one song where the entire crowd is, singing along with Pedophile, like, that was a moment. Yeah. But yeah, for me, it just wasn't what I normally would watch.
Yeah, and you know what I've said? You bring up Paul McCartney, don't know what he looks like, and U2 and all that. I knew Prince, so like, what about 50 Cent hanging upside down with the fat belly?
I was thinking about that. I actually liked that. I thought that show was cool.
Yeah, and it's cool, and it's visually cool. But like you're saying, that angelic, or just seeing somebody's pure talent, that's what Prince did. That's what Paul McCartney, I'm gathering, did. Like, to see somebody really sing and play a guitar. But you can't have the same thing every year. I didn't know what the hell Bad Bunny was saying. I don't speak a lick of damn Spanish, even though my wife's Cuban. But I know he was going off, and I know anybody that knew it was wide open in the crowd. And when he was on top of that damn white box with them girls dancing around him in a circle, I knew something big was coming. And when they started shooting the fireworks, I got excited, didn't know a damn word going on. I don't need the nuance of what's going on. I know when a party's happening, and I was in the middle of a party.
That's what I loved about it. It was a party. I do want it to feel like a party. Like, here's the weird thing. after watching that, I would probably go see him in concert because it looks like an event. It looks like a party you'd want to be at. Like it looks like, and again, it's nothing that I can sing along with because I don't listen to his music. I didn't recognize one song except when they started playing Gasolina, which is somebody else's song.
Which, by the way, the entire party I was at said, "Oh my God, Daddy Yankee's coming!"
That's what I said.
Daddy Yankee's coming
That's what I
out.
thought too.
That's what I thought.
And then it wasn't Daddy Yankee, but when
And then I saw Lady Gaga, and I'm like, all right, here we go, poker face.
Instead, she's singing her song with Bruno Mars, "Die with a Smile," which I guess was their way of saying, "Here, white America, here's a song you might know." Like,
Right.
But it had like the Latin salsa twist on it. But Hoch, I'll tell you honestly, when he sang "Baile Inolvidable," which was a song I told you I thought he was going to end with, which is from his newest album, with Lady Gaga, dancing to that song with Lady Gaga, bro, I had chills watching that. But again, I get it. Like that was for me.
Yeah, I'm just talking like musically where I can pump my fist and sing along. I couldn't do that, but it was a party. Like visually, I thought it was stunning. Like I thought it was 1,000 times better than The Weeknd. I mean, if you remember Maroon 5 a few years ago, I mean, that was straight up garbage. It was
Katy Perry. Katy Perry. All anybody remembers from
The Shark.
her halftime show was the Shark.
Left shark.
Left Shark. Yeah. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was big enough for the Super Bowl. I wasn't certain that Kendrick Lamar was big enough for the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny is the best-selling musician in the world. That's why the choice of him never should have been controversial. Because the Super Bowl brings in the biggest musicians in the world.
And
like that's the definition of a Super Bowl performer, which is why I took a little issue with Kendrick Lamar last year or even Maroon 5. Like they were on top of the world, but they weren't big Bad Bunny level. You know what I mean?
They talked about it. We know it was political with all the Hispanics and the ICE stuff and all the crap going on. So it got very political. It was already announced, not before that. But Kendrick Lamar is nowhere close to as famous as Bad Bunny. I saw that. They talked about it. What did he say? 19 billion downloads or something last year of his album?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's what you want to do. It's a worldwide thing.
Yep.
But when I saw a muscle-bound 50-year-old Hispanic, I thought he was a boxer. My wife had to tell me that's Ricky Martin. I was like, why is he a boxer? He was like, why he's strong as hell.
How does he have an Instagram filter in real life? There's no way his face can look like that. He looks like he's 31 years old.
Oh, I think it might have been some shots put in there.
That was crazy. Like, because I'm doing a double take. I'm looking and I'm like, is that Ricky? Because my wife goes, who is that? I go, is that Ricky Martin? It can't be. It's him. How old is he? I got to look that up.
He's 50 something. Asia was like, that's Ricky Martin. I said, no, that's a boxer. She was like, that's
54.
54.
Bro, that's not a 54-year-old face.
That's a 31-year-old man filter. Like somehow he's just got a filter in real life.
For the record, Wood.
You got Wood? Wood. He had no belt
See
on.
or no, Jimmy? See or no?
See.
He had that little tight button-up shirt with no belt.
Yeah.
I don't like the no belt pants. Nick Saban used to wear no belt pants, and it looks weird to me.
Let's get headlines here for the 3:00 hour. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com.
And if you guys noticed, at one point he brought out the casita. It was like the little house. He was dancing on top of it. And then there were several people. There were dancers, actually part of the performance, dancing. But behind that, underneath the house, it was like the pink house, there were several celebrities. Did any of you guys catch, like, Jessica Alba was there, Pedro Pascal was there, Cardi B was there. Grutman was there.
Grutman was there.
Well, they have the restaurant here, like Bad Bunny's restaurant was there. Carol G, a lot of people, the Colombian.
A lot of people thought she was going to be one of the special guests.
Yeah.
I think Acuna was on there too. The baseball player.
Ronald Acuna was there?
Yeah.
Was he?
That's
I thought you said Mike Cunha.
That would be funny too.
They was-
Eating oatmeal.
y'all just want to overshadow his dancers, right? Oh,
Man, listen,
I
if you
wasn't.
didn't like the way that halftime show started. You didn't see the first cut. Like, they're wading through all the girls dancing just to get to him. I'm like, holy mackerel, this is a party.
He can stay in the back. All I care, sing from the back.
That's what I kept saying. I could stop showing him. Get back to that party.
As you mentioned, there's a lot of Easter eggs. I don't want to get through all of them, but there was one that I did want to point out. The kid sleeping on the 3 chairs that he goes to wake up. Did any of you catch that? It's like 3 party chairs that you would see at like a bar mitzvah, Hoch. The kid was sleeping. It's in the middle of the party. When I tell you that is the most Latino thing ever, it was everybody I was with, like, oh, the kid sleeping on the chairs during the party. It was just so effing badass that he did that, man. Just so badass.
1000%.
The bartender, the older lady bartender, is a
Tonita.
famous lady.
Yeah, Tonita. So she's the owner of the Caribbean Social Club, I believe it's called, in New York City. I don't know if it's in like Brooklyn or wherever it is.
Brooklyn.
But it's a Puerto Rican club, and she's the owner of the club. And I believe she was like one of the first Puerto Rican club owners in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought her there to serve him a drink.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to kick her out of the area because it's gentrifying, and they're trying to kick her out of her little bodega, or what do you call the little windows?
Ventanita.
The ventanitas. They're trying to take it from her, and she won't sell no matter how much money they give her. I read about it this morning. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm looking at the girls in brown. I'm not gonna lie, but now I see exactly what was going on. It was a lot of little Easter eggs in there.
Jimmy, what'd your dad think of the Turning Point halftime show?
Who had Ba with a Ba first song?
Titi Me Preguntó did win. That was the heavy favorite. Titi Me Preguntó did win the bet. And Hoch, you nailed the coin flip. It was heads.
Yeah. I won 3 bets out of 1,000 yesterday. One of them being the coin flip. I won Mac Hollins over 2.5 receptions. And I had a big bet. There will be a 2-point conversion attempt. And all I needed was that final New England drive to end in a touchdown, because I knew they'd go for 2. They just had to have as many points as possible. And then it looked like Ramondre Stevenson didn't actually catch the ball. And I'm like, they're not even going to get in the end zone. Like, this is going to peter out with like a fourth down, turn it over on downs. But he kind of, like, that ball just grazed the grass. And I didn't need a successful 2-point conversion. I just needed an attempt by either team. So I was able to cash that ticket late. What I did not cash, thanks to Rob Pizzola, Jake Bobo. What's this guy doing out there? Does anybody know Jake Bobo's out there? We need 1 yard. And Elijah Arroyo? I mean, who gave me that? Elijah Arroyo? Listen, I root for my Canes, but let's go catch a ball.
Stephon Diggs, he's arguing with his girlfriend. Yeah. I got Kenneth Walker over receiving. That was one of I think that was Pizzola's Kenneth Walker receiving. But Sam Darnold, I took over rushing 6.5. He had 5.
And didn't he run backwards at one point?
He didn't run backward. There was one where he got a couple yards and it was a holding.
Yep.
And so,
That's right.
so that would have been my 7, but it went back to 5. And yeah, man, I didn't do well this Super Bowl.
I took a flyer right before the game started. Kenneth Walker was the favorite, and then JSN, who didn't really do anything yesterday. JSN, they were the 2 favorites to score the first touchdown. Third on that list was Ramondre Stevenson. And I thought to myself, it was like plus 850. I thought to myself, if the Patriots get the ball first, scripted drive, get down in the red zone, Ramondre Stevenson, they're going to hand it off to him. He might get in the end zone. That doesn't happen, obviously. But somehow, some way, you enter midway through the third quarter, there still hasn't been a touchdown scored. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to luck the F out here. The Patriots are finally going to get the ball to start the third quarter. They're going to go down. They're going to score. The first touchdown wasn't scored until late third quarter. And then it was a tight end that I had never heard of from the Seattle
Barber or
Seahawks.
something. What was it? He was all over the place.
Yeah, AJ
Barnacle, Barney,
AJ Barney. Yeah, Barnacle Barney.
Mm-hmm. You know that Stephon Diggs was supposed to get open.
Barnacky. That guy owes me money. Here are some from Bet Online, some props that paid big odds, some big odds props that actually cashed last night. What will be the final play by the losing team? A completed pass was plus 800. That's never the final play for a losing team. A completed pass that just goes nowhere, and that cashed. It was plus 800. Which Patriots celebrity fan will be shown first? Do you recall who it was?
I do not.
It was John Bon Jovi. It was not Wahlberg, Affleck, Damon. John Bon Jovi was plus 600. Will a football be used as a prop for the halftime performance? Yes, was plus 550.
Wasn't
Big
utilized
long
right.
shot.
Wasn't utilized right.
Will an unauthorized person on the field contact a player? Yes.
Yes.
A guy ran on the field. One of the Patriots chased him. They had contact. Huge underdog. That was plus 550. Will there be an onside kick attempt? Yes. That cashed at plus 400.
There was an onside kick attempt?
Boy,
Yeah.
you was drinking last night. You know,
The Patriots.
I was checked out, brother.
I like
That
Jimmy
was that-
going, the
what they call-
Patriots. Would the Seahawks have had an onside kick, Jimmy?
Hey, y'all, let's solidify this win.
Yeah, there were some good ones.
The
Anyway,
real problem is that the onside kick isn't the onside kick anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what it used to be. So I don't know. Like, you can't even tell it's an onside kick anymore.
well, no, you have to declare it. You know that it's coming.
Yeah, you know it's coming. I heard something that's one of the big things this year because I think only 8% of onside kicks are
Well,
successful.
I don't like that you have to declare it, first of all, so there's no surprise onside kicks. You can only do it if you're down, I think, 10 points or more, and there's less than 5 minutes in the game, something like that. I don't like it. I mean, remember there was that Super Bowl that someone surprised the second
Saints.
half with an onside
The Saints
kick.
here
Was
in Miami,
stealing this possession.
they came out of halftime
Yep.
and Sean Payton decided to kick an onside kick, and they got it, and that ended up giving them the victory over Peyton Manning and the Colts.
Yeah.
It's like a boxer screaming, "I'm throwing a left," before he throws the left. It just doesn't make sense.
Does it make sense, Hoch, in your opinion, to not show the person who rushes the field, like the streaker or whatever?
It drives me crazy. We as a society, right or wrong, see everything now.
Correct.
Even stuff that we were never meant to see,
Mhm.
because there are cameras everywhere. And we draw the line for some inexplicable reason at people who run on the field, pitch invaders. Now, I don't know if they do that in European soccer, if they don't show it on TV or not. I understand the idea.
Yeah, where you don't want to
encourage more.
Mhm.
But then stop reporting about school shootings, murders. Like, don't show anything then. If the logic is if we show it, it encourages more, then take everything off TV and just put on Teletubbies. So it happens. So I can watch everything in the world. I can I can look at a doorbell camera and see who's been, in the neighborhood for 24 hours. But I just, that my virgin eyes cannot see someone running onto the field. It's like, what a weird, it's kind of like with Florida for so long where we had no real gambling. You could only play blackjack or poker and slots, but you couldn't play craps or roulette because we're not a gambling state. And it was like, what are we doing here? Like,
But
we're halfway in the pool.
But my only streaking experience was the first game in '08 against the Giants in London, and that streaker had a website on his back.
Well, so did this guy. This guy had some. I understand you don't want to allow people unauthorized message. I get the logic of it, but I just find it so funny that this is where we draw the line as society. This is where we've decided, hey, we can't show that.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on just acting like it's crazy. I think it's the promotion of this dude can put his online thing on there for free, and all you gotta do is jump down on the wall where these people are paying $9 billion a second to get on TV.
I get it.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think it's them trying to hold this information. I mean, this footage back. I think it's more about money.
It was weird that it was light out for most of the game too. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but it did strike me as a bit odd that during the halftime show, after the halftime show, third quarter starts and the sun is still out in California. I don't know if that struck anybody else as weird. The Super Bowl to me is a nighttime spectacle.
It felt strangely enough just like an any day Sunday game. The play on the field, but I understand what you're saying with that. It's in LA next year as well, so you're going to have the same issue.
But it's in the dome, so it's a little different, right? At SoFi Stadium.
Yep. I've been to, and I talked to people out there in San Francisco about it. It wasn't. Because I went to New Orleans a couple years ago, L.A., what was it, recently?
Arizona.
No? Yeah. It wasn't like this build up to this great, monstrous event. It was kind of, we're hanging out. Like everybody was kind of on the same page. Like this isn't the build up to something that everybody in the world's about to watch.
It was devoid of football stars. And again, the ratings are record-breaking ratings, always will be for the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying that affects it, but it affects the, vibe of the game. If there's no Peyton Manning, if there's no Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, it was devoid of big-name stars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congrats to the Seattle Seahawks. If you watched the Nike commercial after the game, they got their lick back, according to Marshawn Lynch. They got their lick back.
All right.
Saw Marshawn.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was having a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. All right, guys, just to close out headlines here, local headlines. The Miami Heat do play tonight. They've only got 2 games left before the All-Star break. Remember, the Panthers are off for until February 26th, but whatever, 3 weeks.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. The Winter Olympics are going on tonight. The Heat will play at 7:30 p.m. They have the Utah Jazz here. They did win yesterday. They beat the Washington Wizards. Tyler Hero is out tonight in case anybody was expecting a return. It will not be tonight.
A whole bunch of guys are out, I saw.
For
or doubtful or probable.
Yeah, so Pelle Larsson didn't end up playing yesterday because he had hurt his elbow in the prior game. I'll give you the updated one. Literally comes out right now at 3:15. The Bulls play tonight, Hoch.
Yeah, my son, it's funny that you say that. He just sent me a parlay that he put in. He had a $5 bonus bet. I haven't sent him what I put in because I had a couple of bonus bets too. He put in a $5 bonus bet with a parlay. Anthony Simons over 3.5 threes made with Matas Buzelis over 6.5 rebounds. Now, I, with some bonus bets today, put in a parlay. This is a $5 bonus bet. I have parlayed Jaime Jaquez Jr. triple-double tonight with Jalen Smith double-double tonight and Duncan Robinson to record 5 or more threes.
What does that pay out? $5 bet pays out $28 million.
$2,052.
Just so you know, Jalen Smith is questionable for the game tonight. Just so you know.
That would actually make it an easier parlay. If they wipe out that leg of it, that would be easier.
Jaime is going to play. He's on the injury report. And for the Heat, I'm just looking at it now. Bam Adebayo's probable. Second night of a back-to-back right hip tightness. Kasparis Yakuchonis, who had a game last night, he is available. Kashad Johnson is still on G League assignment. He's out. Pelle Larsson's doubtful. I doubt he plays. Just he said something the other day after the Boston game where he came out at halftime. He had taken a hard fall, whatever. He came out at halftime and he's like, I was trying to shoot during layup lines and I was having a hard time reaching the rim. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you after the All-Star break, fella.
Right.
Wiggs is available. Norman Powell's questionable. He left the game yesterday in the second half with back tightness. So my guess is that one's going to be a game time decision.
And then I had a $15 bonus bet. So I parlayed Buzelis over 17.5 points with Buzelis double-double.
Buzelis is going to send you to the Motel 6.
Hoch,
$15 would pay 63.
Have you seen the updated standings?
No.
Since over the past couple days?
No.
So the Charlotte Hornets, out of effing nowhere, have won 9 straight games. That's the longest winning streak they've had, I believe, since they became the Charlotte Hornets. And they have jumped the Chicago Bulls, who have now lost 4 straight. They've jumped them for the final play-in seed spot.
Yeah, Bulls
so the
are
Hornets,
a disaster.
the Hornets are the 10 seed. The Bulls are the 11 seed. The Heat are only 2.5 games ahead of the Charlotte Hornets. They're 3 games back of the Sixers for the final non-play-in tournament spot. The Heat are the 8th seed after yesterday's win. They're 28 and 26. They blew another 22-point lead to the Boston Celtics. Literally in the third quarter, their lead vanished. A 21-point halftime lead, it vanished. They ended up losing by 2 in Boston on Friday night. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 75 degrees. Tonight, it'll get a little chillier. It'll be in like the low 60s, but the really chilly weather appears to be behind us.
All right. I have some Dolphins Tua news in the next segment. We can get to that. Here in Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and you dance the way away with a little salsita. And when you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Hyundai models like a Tucson, Elantra, Santa Fe, Ioniq, Palisade, and more. All with owner assurance, America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai complimentary maintenance. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Hyundai with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
All right, I'll start with Chuck here. Chuck in Miami Gardens.
What they do?
That's for you, Crowder.
Breaking news.
They should have done this. This is an anthem. Whole place would have gone nuts.
I was expecting it. When you see
So was
Ricky
I.
Martin come out, I was
So was I.
expecting La Vida Loca.
She bangs.
Yeah.
And then William Hung come out, do She Bangs.
I have the William Hung She Bangs version for whatever reason on my saved songs on my and he sings, I don't know, it was like Californication or some California song that he sang. I have that on my iTunes as well.
So something's on your iTunes and it's on there for some reason. Lana, you download iTunes.
You had a William Hung moment. You were into his stuff.
I have Hotel California by William Hung. I have We Are the Champions by William Hung. And I have She Bangs by William Hung, all saved on my phone.
I think I've got some originals by Sanjaya.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Here's a Tua story from Dolphins Wire in USA Today, and they're reporting what Ian Rappaport says. He says a Tua trade is doable for the Dolphins. They say the Miami Dolphins probably don't want to keep Tua Tagovailoa on the roster, but cutting the quarterback would result in possibly the largest dead money salary cap hit in NFL history. It's a tricky situation that would be made much easier if another team was willing to acquire the 27-year-old quarterback in a trade. But would any club want to take on Tagovailoa, his remaining contract, and his concussion issues after a rough 2025 season? NFL Network's Ian Rappaport thinks it can happen. I'd be surprised if Tua was in Miami next year, Rappaport told Jim Rome on his podcast earlier this week. I think they can trade him, but they're going to have to eat a lot of the contract to do it, which is okay. They're paying it anyway, so might as well eat, $30 million. What's the difference? I think they can trade him. Tua is due to count $56.3 million against the Dolphins' salary cap next season, and cutting him could cause it to balloon to as much as $99.2 million. Even a deal with Miami agreeing to pay $30 million of his salary next season would provide the Dolphins with a significant salary cap reprieve and a much more clean divorce with the quarterback. And I'm with that. You're going to pay him regardless, even if you cut him. Or you're going to pay him not to play because he's not going to be your starter.
No.
You can't do that to Halfley. So if you're going to pay him $50 million, $60 million, eat 30 of it, trade him to another team, you're paying half the salary, and now a team that maybe is in need of a quarterback for a season or two says, yeah, we think we can get by with a discounted Tua. Now, even though you're eating some of the salary, you save some on the cap because some of it is going elsewhere. And that's kind of a win-win. And then Ian Rappaport says it's also just a much cleaner divorce in the end. You don't have to worry about, the ramifications. Here, we got something in return. He's now on this other team. We all move on with our lives.
I love it that they can work it out. I was just looking when you said it of teams that just Bo Nix, Denver. Jared Stidham, Tua's better than Jared Stidham. Bo Nix is going to be the guy, but if you need a guy to have some, room there, if he does go down again, which he did in the playoffs, where I know they would have loved to have Tua over Jared Stidham. The Jets, Fields, and Tyrod Taylor, he's better than both of them.
I think it has to be a team, though, that he would have the ability to start, right? Because you're not going to spend $20 million on a backup. Like, even if the Dolphins eat $30 million of the salary, that means the team is going to have to pay $20 million.
The Steelers? If Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, he already started over Skylar. It would have to be one of those. I was just looking up the team. I think one of those 3 or 4 teams, but they have to find if they can move Tua for a 7 and eat up half the salary,
you'd be thrilled.
Let him go.
I don't see it happening. I understand why it makes a ton of sense, but the Steelers, for example, I was reading now that Aaron Rodgers, it looks like there's a really good sense he's going to return with the Mike McCarthy tie in there. They're going to choose Tua Tagovailoa over Aaron Rodgers.
No. If he doesn't come back.
No. If he doesn't come back.
Yeah. No. It's going to Todd's point, this is going to be difficult. If Sully could move Tua for $30 million off the cap and pay half of his salary, that's the most genius thing he's done as a general manager in the history of the Dolphins. If they can get rid of Tua and not pay that 90-something million in salary cap hit, bro, that would be the best thing to happen to the Dolphins in 40 years.
And again, I say, with Greer gone, McDaniel gone, you kind of just have to have a clean slate and say this is a brand new era. It's the Green Bay Packers era, and we're not going to have any real holdovers, major piece holdovers from the previous era, except our offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick.
I don't know if I'm contradicting myself. If they can get rid of him, it would be an amazing move. I don't believe they can, and I believe Tua will be on this team next season as a $50 million backup.
Well, but I do get that if you can't get rid of him.
But it sounds to me like they've made the decision. He won't be back next year. They'd prefer to do it the way Hoch just outlined. But if they can, Hoch, doesn't it just feel like they're going to end up cutting him?
Yes, I as much as it would feel a little bit silly to pay him, he's only 27 years old, to pay him a massive amount of money and just say, yeah, we're better off without you. Denver set that precedent with Russell Wilson, and probably for the good of the organization in the long haul, it's probably good not to have him lurking around.
But is he Cam Newton?
Or turn him into a tight end.
Yeah, he'll go across the middle. Get knocked out again. But like Cam Newton, I've said it. I think Cam Newton's better. He's one of the best 64 quarterbacks in the world to this day. But if you bring him on a team, he's a distraction. Tua Tagovailoa is going to sit in his little corner, look at his little playbook. Tua is not going to say a word. He's not.
You're telling me if there's two bad games by Quinn Ewers or Malik Willis or whoever the quarterback is, the fan base isn't going to start calling for Tua?
No, the fan base hates Tua.
Nope. The fan base loves whoever the second string quarterback is when the first string quarterback isn't playing well.
You think that Malik Willis throws a couple interceptions in the second quarter of the game 3, and they say Tua. Yep. After what we just went through for the last year? I don't know. I'm thinking about Tua's personality. I wouldn't think about the fan base, but Tua is going to be a good soldier if they do have to keep him. He's not causing no trouble.
4 o'clock hour is coming up on the program. For many guys listening, 2026 started with a resolution about improving your health, and hopefully you're doing that. But when you're tired, low on energy, not sleeping well, not seeing progress in the gym, staying committed can be tough. Atlantic Men's Clinic can likely help you, though, because being tired and low on energy and not seeing enough progress when you're working out, those are often signs of low testosterone. That's where Atlantic Men's Clinic comes in. I get my testosterone shot at Atlantic Men's Clinic. I'm thrilled that I do. I wish I'd started doing it sooner. I can tell you from experience, there's a noticeable difference in energy, just how you feel overall. And now Atlantic Men's Clinic is also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and PDA, all designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With the low T treatments combined with the body composition programs, most men notice real improvements: more energy, improved sleep, better focus, stronger workouts, a renewed sex drive as well. Schedule yourself a consultation at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Everyone there is so friendly. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Rui Hachimura or Tua?
Got what you
Four p.m. and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and Moore, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. For Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana. Get ready for some more.
Ready for the 4 o'clock hour. And as we get underway here at the 4 o'clock hour, the stock market report that is sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. It was an up day on Wall Street, barely the Dow. Dow was up 20 points. That's 0.04%. S&P 500 up 32 points. And the NASDAQ was up almost a full percent, up 207 points. Let's do 15 minutes of heat because we've talked plenty of Super Bowl, and we'll continue to, but I want to give the Heat a little love here. They do have a game or two before the All-Star break. 15 minutes of Heat on WQAM is sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Would you like to hear some lines for tonight's Heat game?
Yes, sure.
All right. Heat are hosting tonight?
Hosting the Utah Jazz. They beat them already a couple weeks ago, so this will close out the 2-game regular season series.
Utah, as I mentioned earlier in the show, they kind of threw a game over the weekend. I don't say that literally, but it did smell that way. You want to guess what the line is tonight?
Heat minus 2.5.
Heat minus 2.5.
4.5? What do you want me to say, a 12?
The Jazz have 16 wins on the season, and Hoch just told you that they literally threw a game the other day.
Allegedly,
where they benched their 2 highest performers in the entire fourth quarter.
And they were up in that game and had to bench them to lose. Right. What is it, Hawk?
Solana, you want to guess?
9.5.
49.5.
Oh, but the 2.5? They're a home team against a 16-win team. I mean, come on. What are we doing here?
And the Heat are a home team trying to win. They're actively trying to win.
9.5.
3.5.
7 is the line. Heat minus 7. Would you
You
like
were
to guess?
back by 3.
This, by the way,
7?
this, by the way, has to be an impossible play. Lauri Markkanen over-under because you don't know if he's doing very well, if he's going to get yanked. You want to guess what his over-under is?
18.5.
What do you have the other day, Hoch? He had like 20, 24.
I was wondering, did he hit the over, do you think? Or did he get benched? Is that a for sure over? And then all of a sudden he doesn't sniff the court again?
He had 27. I highly doubt. Had to have been the over. There's no way it was 28.5. Yeah. He had 27 the other day, and he was shooting over 50%. 50% from 3, 7 rebounds in just 27 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know he was shooting over 50%. That'll get you benched every time.
I don't know, what, 18.5?
20.5. 20.5.
Over.
Guy's got a good salad.
He does.
Excellent salad.
Let's see, some Heat over under. How about All-Star Norman Powell?
Who's questionable?
20.5.
I'd say 20.5, 21.5.
23.5. Points got to come from somewhere.
They do.
Bam.
17.5, guaranteed.
19.5.
20.5.
Under.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Andrew Wiggins.
High teens again. 17.5.
15.5.
16.5. And Triple J, I have him in a parlay to have a triple-double.
6. 14.5.
Yeah, 14, 15.
16.5. Huh. See if there's anything else here that's Norman Powell over 2.5 made threes, but that's minus 185. So, big favorite. About Bam over 1.5 made threes, but that's minus 190.
Yeah, he's jacking up like 4 game now.
He loves shooting threes, man.
We got our first Bam and Khalil Ware minutes the other day together on the floor in over a month, and it was good. Bam had a plus 41 in the game. It looked good between those two. We hadn't seen that in a while.
And Bam has to shoot more.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, if he's out there, he's got to shoot more.
Not good.
Let's see. Looking at odds for the Rising Stars Challenge winner. Team Mello is the favorite right now. I have no idea who's on Team Mello.
I was going to say.
Let me look it up.
You know who the favorite is for MVP in the NBA right now?
In the NBA or for the
No, in the
All-Star
NBA.
game?
In the NBA, as we work our way a couple games away from the All-Star break, do you know who the odds-on favorite is to win MVP?
I would say it's Joker, but I don't know if he's going to be eligible because I don't think he can miss another game. So SGA?
It is SGA. He's
And
minus 220 right now. Joker's plus 325. He's next on the list, but it's probably you might be throwing money away there.
Yeah, because I don't think he can miss another game. Or maybe he can only miss one more. But either way, I mean, there's about 28 to 30 games left for every team. That's asking a lot for Joker to play all those games, considering he had already been injured. And the Nuggets are going to be a playoff team.
Defensive player of the year?
Bam Adebayo.
I just say that to get his answer, Bam
I knew
Adebayo,
he
who,
was
by the way,
good.
is plus 10,000.
Oh, no. He's throwing every year, Hawk. No chance.
It should be Wemby, but Wemby also is probably not eligible.
It
because
is
of the amount of
Wemby.
games.
Wemby's
It
minus 190. Holmgren's plus 190.
Yeah, if it's not Wemby, it's going to end up being Chet.
Rookie of the year, Cooper Flagg, obviously minus 900.
I would say, though, Knipple from Charlotte is
Knipple. Knipple.
Well, it's pronounced Knipple.
You just
No,
nasty.
on your OnlyFans, it's Knipple. This is Con Knipple.
Nipple.
I think it's worth a flyer, but you said minus 900, then it's pretty much a shoo-in now.
Yeah, the only way it would be injury.
Yeah.
He can really play. I question him. Cooper Flagg is good.
Yeah, he's legit good.
Yeah.
Trying to see, how about to reach the playoffs? Miami Heat. Reach the playoffs, yes or no?
Play in?
Playoffs.
I would say no.
Playoffs?
You're talking about the back-to-back-to-back playing tournament champs, the Miami Heat? Oh, yes is the favorite, 100%.
Yes is the favorite. It's minus 225.
Come on. I mean, we got the NBA right where we want them, man. We're the 8th seed.
You line yourself up for 8 seed.
We're the 8th seed. We'll play the Orlando Magic in that first playing tournament game on the road. The Magic have beaten us 5 times already this year. 4 times. We'll play them one more time. They're going to beat us again. We'll lose to the Magic in that game. The Magic will be the 7th seed. And then it's lined up perfectly so that we can play the Charlotte Hornets or the Atlanta Hawks at home in that second playing tournament game. We'll win that one. And then sign me up. First round series against Kate Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Let's go.
We know what happens in that first round.
Your excitement's weird.
We're going to steal game 2. We're going to steal game 2. Mark the tape, Jimmy. We'll steal game 2.
I still
We'll
have
come back to Miami.
PTSD from last year's first round. All right, let's get headlines here for the 4 o'clock hour. Brought to you by Durrell Hyundai, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Hyundai or DurrellHyundai.com.
I know you had the Tua Tagovailoa story in the previous segment, Hawk. The Dolphins, depending on where you look, they have the second, third, or fourth longest odds to win next year's Super Bowl. The way too early predictions, second, third, or fourth longest odds. I've seen the Jets pretty much at the bottom.
And the Jets, right?
Yeah, the Jets pretty much at the bottom in every category.
The Raiders?
Well, they're going to have the number 1 overall pick, but yeah, they're
down there too.
They're down there.
NFL team future Super Bowl 61 winner. Yeah, Dolphins are plus 20,000. Jets are plus 20,000. Cardinals are plus 20,000.
Who's the favorite? Is it the Seahawks?
Take a guess. This is on the Hard Rock app,
You know
by
what?
the way.
Yeah, I would say the Seahawks, honestly.
Seahawks?
Seahawks and Rams are both plus 900. Those are the favorites.
Ooh. Are the Bills up there?
Bills are plus 1,100. Ravens plus 1,300. Packers and Eagles plus 1,400.
Where are the Chiefs at? They fell off.
Plus 1,500.
Okay, so
I don't know if like Patrick Mahomes is going to come back. What, maybe midway through the season? He tore his ACL in December.
yeah.
So let's just say 8 months, midway through the season.
Then there would be the AFC. Oh, with where the Chargers at? 'Cause they went to the playoffs and all.
With McDaniel, OG, and
I
Gase,
just-
the big three.
Yeah. the big three.
Let me see. Oh wait, I'm looking at NCAA champion next year. Who'd you ask? The Chargers? Plus
Chargers.
1,500, just like the Chiefs.
Okay, they're right there.
Patriots
this-
plus 1,500 as well.
Is this the most even or the most parity ever in the NFL? I think I'm just thinking my lifetime, it feels like it is, but maybe I'm just not remembering.
Well, it's
earlier.
always, to me, dominated by superstar quarterback. So it's been Patrick Mahomes, right? And he's just, I feel like that window has seemingly closed. They don't have the weapons that they once had. It's just kind of run its course. And until Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen show you something, because you have to think about who are the elite of the elite quarterbacks. And so you go to Lamar and you go to Josh Allen, but there is
Stafford.
no more Aaron Rodgers. There's no more Tom Brady. So who am I missing in that?
I would say Stafford. He won the MVP this year,
Burrow.
but he's
Yeah.
old. Like that question is Stafford's longevity. Burrow's funny because if he's healthy, he's a
He's
monster.
got to do it somewhere else. He has to get to a different team.
I would agree with that. I really would.
The only thing with that though is why, if you're a starting quarterback, I'm with you. By the way, the Bengals to me are they don't build a defense. There's just so many question marks there. But if you're just from the quarterback's perspective, you have the two best weapons in the NFL. Why would you leave that situation?
Because you've let me down for 10 years.
It just hasn't worked. But one season. One season it did.
Yeah, when they went. And also, I think that the Sam Darnold experiment, I guess, I think that'll make a lot of quarterbacks open their eyes.
And
If Sam
Darnold
can
was
go somewhere-
nothing like what Burrow has been, but
Huh, if
I
Burrow,
feel
if
like-
Burrow's healthy on the Seahawks, they score 82 points in that game.
I mean, literally would have set records last night.
Yes.
Yeah. I would love to. If I had any quarterback, Dolphins, who actually might be available via some sort of magic, Joe Burrow's my guy for next season and for the rest of his career.
Rest of forever. He gets hurt a lot. I wonder how many more games he played than Tua over that window.
I think Tua's played more.
Probably.
I
Really?
think so. I think I remember seeing a graphic. I mean, it's neck and neck, but I believe
Yeah.
Tua's played more games than Joe Burrow.
Want to bring another injury guy in here? He's not going to sleep. At least he tears his knee up.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa has played more NFL games than Joe Burrow. It's close though.
Oh no, I just remember both of them because they both missed years.
Who's played
Of-
more playoff games?
Come on now.
A couple local notes. You know, the Heat are playing the Jazz tonight. The Miami Marlins did sign a pitcher today, Chris Paddock, a 1-year deal. He's going to receive around $4 million. He's a starting pitcher. The Marlins, the big story coming from the weekend where they had Fan Fest was that they're going to have Teal Sundays. Their iconic teal Marlins unis will be back every Sunday at Lone Depot Park.
Barry Jackson points out on Twitter, Marlins ended up spending $19 million to date in free agency. They've got their closer, Fairbanks, that was $13 million. The starter today, Paddock, $4 million. First baseman, Morrill, $2 million. Barry Jackson says, I would have preferred half of that be used on an established bat, but Peter Bendix earns benefit of the doubt after last season. And Barry Jackson says, I suppose if Casey, Norby, Conine, and defensively skilled Paulie all hit, and catcher Joe Mack gets an April. I'm not even interested in what I'm reading.
I had something on Code 9 for you. I was going to say it's very attractive.
Hey, wait for me when I'm done reading that.
Code 9's a looker.
Oh.
So, like,
Well, let's do a Marlins game this year as a show. Can we agree on that? Like, does that interest you, Hoch?
I think I'm buying tickets to the opening day of spring training. It's at the end of this month.
Oh,
I love going to Marlins games. I like going to spring training, but I'm just, it's the day after the Super Bowl. I'm reading off names on the Marlins here that who the hell is Joe Mack, the catcher? Anybody heard of this guy?
hard worker, solid.
Like, honestly, had you heard of their catcher named Joe Mack?
Great job protecting the plate from
Yeah.
loose balls.
Mm-hmm. Solid hitter.
What do they call those, wild pitches?
Joe Mack. Was he their catcher last year?
I go
He's
just
a contact guy.
Just pick a game against a good team, and we can see both. Last year I went to Dodgers because I wanted to see Mookie and everything. So yeah, pick a good team. We can go. Another good team.
I like it the other way around. I want to go watch them when they're playing the Rockies. There's nobody in the building. You stand out left field at the bar, and you get tanked.
I'm gonna go sit in the parking garage for 3 hours to get tanked.
I believe
Looks like Joe Mack played in the minors last year.
Oh, okay. So it's his year. Hoch, I believe you and I are on a recent trend over the past couple seasons that the games you and I go together, the Marlins put up donuts.
Yeah, they don't score when we're there.
Scoreless.
Yeah. I don't care as long as they've got those empanadas.
I go and eat pizza.
Is the World Baseball Classic coming down here, Jimmy?
It is.
It is?
It is.
I'm going to see Matt Mervis and Team Israel. I'm checking 2 boxes, baby.
Whatever game we went to a couple years ago, that's the game we need to go to again.
I think
that was a party.
I think we have a Dominican Republic Israel matchup in Miami. That's one of the first games.
When do they have on bathing suits and wave their flags around? What
That's
team was
Team
that?
Israel. That's Team Israel. We danced the hora.
With the bathing suit tops on.
We have Pool D. So that's the DR, Venezuela, the Netherlands, Nicaragua, and Team Israel as well.
I'm going to see Matt Mervis. I was walking through downtown Boca today, my wife and I, and a guy walked past me wearing a Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp shirt.
You talked to him?
I tried to say something loud enough to Lori that I might catch his attention because he looked like a big dude. So I thought maybe this guy played. Maybe he, knew Matt Mervis. So, but I didn't want to say, hey, Jumbo Shrimp. So kind of walked past and I said to Lori, I go, oh, did you see that shirt? Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That's where Mervis played. But the guy didn't pay any attention.
Hoch, I have this issue where, let's say you guys know I'm going to Madrid next week. I'm in another country. I see somebody wearing a Green Bay Packers t-shirt. I don't know, like he's in another country.
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers. I'm not a Packer fan, but maybe I'll say go Pack.
Right.
No, that's lame.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
do the same thing.
Just if I see something that I can relate to and
Hey,
we're somewhere
Reggie White.
but like, what if it's a Patriots?
Yeah, I'd say, hey, Drake May.
Pats.
No, I'd just say it, Drake May.
Right. That's what I drop a little something,
Mm-hmm. Well, to test
No.
if they deserve to be wearing that T-shirt, you're wearing a Drake May jersey in the Royal Palace in Madrid. You better be a Patriots fan. Like, you better acknowledge that I am acknowledging you as a Patriots fan, because if not, then don't wear that.
Sometimes they give away old jerseys or stuff for free in other countries.
Yeah.
What if it's just a free shirt? Now you're yelling at this little kid. This little kid doesn't know what you're talking about.
If I'm wearing a band T-shirt, let's say I'm wearing any band, Hoch gifts me a Led Zeppelin T-shirt. I'm not a Led Zeppelin fan, but if I'm going to make the effort to wear that T-shirt, I'll know at least one factoid about Led Zeppelin. That way, if
the Parade of Nations.
Correct. If I happen to run into Big O,
right,
I mean, I have something to say to him.
Right.
You know?
What is your factoid on Led Zeppelin?
You know, I'm happen to be forgetting my only factoid about Led Zeppelin.
He ain't got no damn factoid.
You know what a Zeppelin is?
A plane.
Lighter.
You're both wrong.
Oh.
A blimp?
A blimp.
I was right.
A lead blimp wouldn't fly.
Well, there you go. There's one of those Easter eggs.
Isn't a blimp a plane?
You know what? And now y'all are gonna hate it because it's the blimp a plane.
Yeah,
no wings.
I guess. Yeah.
What do you think? Anything that flies is a plane?
A bumblebee's a plane?
A kite?
I do it's lame, but I do the Go Gators if I see somebody with a Gator hat or shirt on.
Sure.
They say Go Gators back. I'm not saying go Canes to somebody randomly.
You should.
Just hit them with the U.
No, I'm just Florida State. You see somebody in Madrid with a Seminole hat on, you're going to do the chop.
You do the tomahawk chop.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You got to stick worldwide. Stick with your alliance.
Just connect with somebody, man. That's a way to connect with somebody you don't know. That moment, they'll always appreciate that moment.
Yeah, you're going to get kidnapped. And we're not coming to get you.
Hey, one more note on the Super Bowl halftime show yesterday. The couple who was getting married during the performance actually got married yesterday. Forgot to mention that as one of the quote unquote Easter eggs. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That was a terrible marriage, though. It lasted 4 minutes.
Did you see how that came about, though?
No, I didn't.
They had sent an invitation to their wedding to Bad Bunny. They wanted him to show up at their wedding. And then his people contacted them and said, we'll do you one better. We'll marry you during the Super Bowl.
But he looked at the ring and was disgusted. You remember when he walked past the little ring place?
But that was earlier in the performance before he started playing Yo Perreo Sola because
but that was two different people because he looked at the ring and turned his face up and gave it to the guy that got on the knee. So those were two different people. Okay, because I was like, man, he badmouthed this man's ring.
He used that as a jumping board to play that song I was telling you that women can dance by themselves in the club. They don't need a guy.
Oh, yeah.
The idea that they shouldn't have gotten married. But I didn't know that, Hoch. That's pretty badass. I'm going to invite Bad Bunny to my wedding and see where it leads to.
Well, why don't you start a little lower? Invite Matt Mervis.
Lower than that, Hoch.
Well, we'll do it. We'll do it during summer because he'll be free by June.
Invite Halfley and just see what happens.
Yesterday, by the way, Mac Hollins did show up shoeless.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he was handcuffed. And I'm sure there was some deeper meaning. I don't know. I didn't do the research on it. But the idea that there would be no foolishness from Mac Hollins pretty much out the window pretty quickly.
After the game, though, and he showed out, but after the game, maybe Vrabel should have clamped down on the foolishness.
I thought it was going to be that was my take. No foolishness pre-Super Bowl. Now let's go win.
Yeah. The speaking of handcuffs, the NBC pregame show, they were live from Alcatraz yesterday. So I don't know what Hoch. I don't know what ended up winning, whether it was the Golden Gate Bridge or Alcatraz. How that works out.
Well, it was the prop that we mentioned was Golden Gate Bridge or Lombard Street, and the Golden Gate Bridge was shown first. Lombard Street was shown a little bit later.
It was weird watching three people in prison talk about the secondary running cover 4. Did you watch it?
I didn't see that part.
Rodney Harrison. They're literally talking football and they're standing next to prison cells.
That's funny. I did not see that.
It was weird.
And then Hoch, I don't know if you saw this. The most expensive concession item that was sold at Levi Stadium yesterday was a beef shank burger that was massive. Looked like you need a couple hands to be able to hold it. It was supposed to feed 4 people. It was $180. A massive burger with like one of those big beef shanks just stuck right in the middle.
So it was stuck through the bun, the shank. Yeah. Like it was pretty impressive looking. It was. They only made 200 of them, but yeah, they were $180.
Yeah, they got 192 left. They made 200 of them. Who's buying a $200 burger? That's crazy.
All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is in the mid 70s, actually low 70s right now in Miami. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 60s. That's your weather.
All right, take a break, and we'll come back. I have a ranking of the best commercials from last night during the Super Bowl, so do not go anywhere.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Somebody has dubbed me on the text machine Bad Bet Bunny.
WQAM broadcasting live
Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins did his thing.
I don't know if he's
All right.
good or not, but he makes plays.
He makes plays. He's fun. Good personality. I root for him.
I do too. I like personable guys. I believe you do too.
That the touchdown catch was an excellent catch, but literally, I said it earlier. I mean, Drake May was just throwing arm punts to Mac Hollins. That is not a winning Super Bowl strategy.
Put Drake May about in that third quarter on what is it called? Honesty Juice or whatever. He would have tapped out. I don't want to play this game anymore.
He didn't
They
know
were
where the next guy was coming from. Who was that guy? Was it number 65? I think it was the left tackle.
Oh, yeah, he was getting work. Then they had a whole premiere on him before the game.
All game was getting rolled.
Will Campbell.
Campbell.
They had a whole show about him growing up and how he took under the wing of the veteran.
Woo.
They were wearing his ass out.
He was terrible.
Yeah, no, Drake would have tapped out if you let him.
Here are some rankings of the commercials. Do you want to guess? Now, USA Today does an ad meter every year. And would you like to guess, according to USA Today, what was the highest rated, most well-received Super Bowl commercial last night?
Baby chicken turning into an eagle.
Yeah, I would say, but how does this ad meter work, Hawk? Like, how do they gauge?
It's got some gears. I don't know. It's a piston system.
Why are you annoyed? Why are you annoyed with that question? I'm asking.
I thought that would be a funny reaction.
Because is this social media reation? Is this people go to YouTube to rewatch it?
It's a panel of experts and who knows?
Exactly how is this done?
Yeah,
it's not a bad question.
Chicken turned into
thought
an
it'd be
eagle.
funny. It's steam. It's a steam engine. Steam engine.
Yeah, it's what was that? Budweiser? Was that Budweiser? The little chicken?
Yeah.
And it was America, Budweiser, 150 years made. Like it hit on everything, and a chicken turned into an eagle.
Budweiser's stirring all-American commercial wins the USA Today ad meter for the 10th time, by the way. Budweiser has won it 10 times.
Yeah.
And what they write is, in American Icons, which was the name of the commercial, Budweiser emptied the tank to mark its 150th anniversary while strongly tying itself to the USA's 250th. Naturally, its not-so-secret weapon, the iconic Clydesdale, was front and center. Mix in the birth of an American bald eagle, nursed into adulthood by the caring steed until it soars freely on its own, picking up the pace in time with Leonard Skinner's Freebird, and the 60-second spot broke through the competition, typically loaded with nascent brands and nostalgia-fueled celebrity spots. Yeah, that Budweiser commercial was excellent.
Yeah, that's the one that caught my eye. I was watching them, and now I was like, this is cool.
Now, according to Variety, the Bible of the entertainment industry, Variety, here are the top 10 commercials from last night. Number 1, the Ring doorbell.
Oh,
Be a hero in your neighborhood. Did you see what they unveiled, Ring?
The Find the Dog app. Keep your dog in the house, man. Get some rule your house.
So it's funny. So my wife and I watched that, and I go, wow, that is brilliant. If a pet goes missing, you can tell the Ring doorbell and the area. It will activate all the Ring doorbells. You have to upload a picture of the missing pet, and then it will search for that pet. I thought it was brilliant. And then social media got a hold of it and said, oh, here you go. Yeah, you're letting other people determine who can access the video from your Ring camera. Now, I imagine you have to opt into this. I don't think this is something that they do unilaterally. So I'd imagine if you're a Ring owner, you opt into the Find a Pet part. I thought it was a cool community thing. I thought it was very cool. I don't think that way, that everybody's always watching me, but I don't have anything to hide. So, but it has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Milo was his name.
I saw someone point out after that commercial, if you didn't throw your Ring doorbell into a pot of boiling water, what are you even doing? So,
okay, I know what Skynet is. I've seen Terminator.
According to Variety, that was the number one commercial. Number 2, they have the Budweiser American Icons commercial. Number 3, Chris Hemsworth thinks Alexa Plus is scary good. I didn't see that one.
Him and his brother are lookers.
I love Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. And his brother, Superman or something?
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, right? There's 2.
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, they're the
Thor.
Avengers.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't think I saw that one either.
I didn't see that one. Number 4, Pepsi, The Choice.
That was good.
Pepsi
That's with the polar
hijacked
bear.
the polar bears from Coca-Cola, and the polar bear had an existential dilemma because he liked Pepsi better, but he was a polar bear. He's supposed to like Coca-Cola.
And they had him dancing in somebody's box. That was good.
Oh, like the Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
fun.
And it's bringing back the Cola Wars, which I'm all for.
Me too. But let's get Mr. Pibb and RC involved this time.
I don't know if RC's budget's up there with Pepsi and Coke.
Probably not.
Yeah. Their commercial.
They actually are using sea monkeys.
Commercial's going to be a second and a half.
Number 5, they have Last Harvest from Lay's. Did you see that? The potato farmer?
I don't like the because the Milo, the dog, when the girl's crying because she gets her puppy back, and all, like those heart-wrenching ones don't get me like that. But I understood the older girl,
Lori, my wife, bawled her eyes out. Now, I'm not telling you, people always go, oh, I cried at that, and they had a water. When I tell you tears streaming down her face by the end of that commercial, when they had the surprise retirement party for the farmer's dad, she was in tears. I went out today. I bought 7,000 bags of Lay's potato chips. I'm going to lay them all over our bed. I think this is my chance.
Hey, I'll get after it.
You think the Lay's can make you cry? Wait till.
I get the heart wrench of it, but that little girl's not out there picking no potatoes.
Because Publix does that too. They always do the heart-wrenching commercials around Christmas time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
And I don't like the ones that are emotional. Make me laugh, clown. Don't make me feel emotions.
Well, the Budweiser one was emotional. That one you felt the feels.
But it made me want to rip off my shirt and yell "God bless America." It didn't make me want to go hug my mom.
It would have been funny if the eagle grew up into the eagle on the Muppets.
and was just sitting on his back and couldn't
That
fly.
would have been funny. That would have been funny. And then the 2 old guys up in the balcony, and they go, I didn't see that coming.
I wish the baby chicken would have stayed a chicken. And he just rode the horse all day. I was okay with him being a chicken.
Number 6, Michelob Ultra. The Ultra Instructor, featuring Kurt Russell, Lewis Pullman, Chloe Kim, and TJ Oshie.
That was the skiing. I'm going to teach you how to ski thing.
That was fine.
That was okay. Yeah.
Didn't do anything for me. Number 7, this was one of my favorites. Xfinity, Jurassic Park works.
Yes.
That was a good one.
I loved that. I thought that was great. They brought back all the characters. They used some sort of facial something to make them look like they did 30 years ago. Jeff Goldblum had a big old thing on his head to make his hair look like it did back then. But, man, I thought that commercial was funny as hell.
The tease was great, though.
Yes.
Early in the game, they were like, into the third quarter, Jurassic Park is back. I was like, oh, I was excited.
Right. And then you see it and you're like, oh, what, I wonder what this next film is. And then, yeah, they just keep they keep the park online.
Yeah.
Number 8, Toyota, Where Dreams Began. I don't recall that one. Number 9, Bud Light Super Bowl commercial keg.
Oh, that's the one with all the celebrities in it.
That was
They're
funny.
rolling down the hill.
They all went to chasing the keg down the hill.
And Peyton Manning shows up.
Yeah, and Peyton.
I don't know if I saw that one.
The teaser was that comedian saying that he can't get a beer before the wedding, and Peyton Manning's telling him to get a beer, and he's like, "It's for the bride," and he's like, and he says, "Everybody keep telling him."
I
Bring me
remember
another
that commercial.
That was the teaser to the next commercial, and the keg rolls down this big hill, and everybody dives down the hill, starts rolling down the hill to get the Bud Light keg. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's Shane Gillis was in it. Post Malone was in it. And then Peyton Manning comes and he like picks up the beer, takes a sip, and he's like, there is a trail to come down or something like that.
Yeah. That was
And
a good one.
Number 10, according to Variety, was Dove. The game is ours. I think that's the Dove body wash. I think that was like a body positivity commercial, right? Female athletes.
In the locker room, they're all dancing.
Yeah.
Like pleasant ones.
My favorite commercial was Duncan with Ben Affleck. The synopsis is in their 4th consecutive big game ad for the brand. Ben Affleck returned for Goodwill Duncan,
Yeah, that
a
was
never aired sitcom pilot, which also starred Jennifer Aniston, Matt LeBlanc, Jason Alexander, who played George on Seinfeld, Ted Danson from Cheers, Jaleel White from Family Matters, Jasmine Guy from A Different World, and Alfonso Ribeiro from Fresh Prince, and Tom Brady at the end as well. I thought that commercial was brilliant. I loved it, but that is my wheelhouse. 90s sitcom, that spoke to me on every level.
That was good. The one I really liked that I saw nobody really reacting to on social media was the Uber Eats one. They had Matthew McConaughey and what's the guy from American Sniper?
From Hangover.
From Hangover.
Bradley Cooper.
That's right. My doppelganger. I thought that was funny.
Huh?
You look like who?
Bradley Cooper. That's my doppelganger.
You look like Bradley Cooper.
Yep, in the
You
flesh.
look closer to Michael Cooper. Look him up. Than you do
Cooper
Bradley
Manning.
Cooper.
That's my doppelganger.
Cooper Manning.
Nobody else thought that was the hungry for the truth. I thought that
You
was
look
funny.
closer to a Mini Cooper than you do Bradley Cooper.
What are you talking
You
about?
know what doppelganger means?
Have you seen Bradley Cooper?
Remember somebody did our old show logo and they replaced them with our doppelgangers.
Yeah.
Crowder was radio.
That was funny.
I was Bradley Cooper in that revival.
Oh,
I was Larry David.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
The other one that was really good, Hoch, was the Guy Fieri one. I don't even remember what brand
I
it
thought
was.
that was good too.
That was funny.
What'd he do?
He was dressed like he didn't have the tips and the tattoos and whatever. And then he would go. It was for Bosch. Bosch. What does Bosch make? BOSCH.
Speakers?
No, it's like
Appliances?
equipment. It's like
Appliances?
equipment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like home appliances because it was a refrigerator.
Yeah.
He was just like around the kitchen.
Yeah. It was funny. You saw him, like dressed like an ordinary Joe, and then all of a sudden he would become Guy Fieri. Tools, somebody puts on the chat.
Oh, okay.
There was another one, too, with Brian Baumgartner from The Office.
The lookalikes.
Yeah. Well, they were all him. It was like the commercial was like how to maximize your performance at work, where you could make a dozen of you. They weren't lookalikes. They were all him.
You recognize that, Jimmy?
Nope.
Did you think those were lookalikes?
No, of course not.
You just said that they were lookalikes.
No, I said they made it look like they were lookalikes.
No, it made it look like there were a dozen of him.
Now he's just lying. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
a
lying.
like
Learn
about
from
60
Solana.
times.
Bad influence.
Hoch, correct me if I'm wrong. There was one commercial where I wanted to call you just to get your reaction because I have this feeling that Hoch just torched the commercial. It was the mayonnaise commercial with Andy Samberg.
Well, I don't know if I saw it.
I mean, everybody, like it gets to a point in your Super Bowl watch party where everybody's locked in on the commercials now. You're watching the commercial and then you react to it right after. This mayonnaise commercial comes on. And when I tell you nobody said anything about the commercial because it was just so awkward and not funny, it was Andy Samberg like pouring mayonnaise. I don't know I don't know if it was Hellman's or Heinz pouring mayonnaise in like a funny way. It was just a stupid commercial, but it's Andy Samberg. Like he's stupid comedy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to call you to be like, what'd you think of the Andy Samberg commercial?
I don't recall that one. I think I probably at that point was looking at game film, trying to figure out where the hell Jake Bobo was.
I run out of juice. I don't know if it's the game excitement, but I start running out of commercial juice after about the third quarter.
Yeah, I start losing focus on everything because the game wasn't tight.
But if the game was good, do you keep the focus through the game? Because last night was kind of like
the commercial that I saw got the most reaction to hatred was Coinbase. So they had the
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Well, it was great until everybody realized it was for Coinbase, no? Because
I mean, it was a karaoke thing.
They had, I think, Backstreet Boys or maybe
it's Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Backstreet's back, and then Coinbase, and everybody's like, "Oh, you had us in the first half."
Yeah, I didn't understand that commercial.
Wasn't there another heart wrencher? They played about 6 times. Some little girl moves out of the house. She sees the other girl. Girl has a dog. She won't talk to her. The dog gets lost. She brings the dog back. They all cry together. It was something weird.
That's Marley and Me. Did you change the channel?
You know what? I said third quarter. So
all right, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up next. We'll get the headlines. I think Solana's got to get out of here, right? You got to go to the Heat game?
Yeah, Heat versus Jazz at the Kaseya.
All right, I'll handle the headlines for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. That is next.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días.
The Discover Boating Miami International Boat Show. You got to check it out. February 11th through the 15th at the Miami Beach Convention Center, Collins Avenue, and other in-water locations. See, shop, and save with boat show deals on boats for every lifestyle, from power yachts to sailboats, catamarans, fishing boats, cruisers, jet skis, and much more. More than 1,000 boats on display from the top brands in the world, including brand new model introduced right there. Be the first to see them. Get your hands on the latest electronics, gadgets, and boating gear. Boat show details and deals. You can save big money on boats and accessories. One ticket gets you in all 5 show locations. The convention center has boats up to 49 feet, engines, electronics, and accessories. Jump into the entertainment, food, and boating seminars at Pride Park. Get tickets, parking, transportation, and everything else at MiamiBoatShow.com.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
Traffic and date on the southbound turnpike 117th Ave backed up to Cutler Ridge Boulevard. And southbound of the turnpike from the Dolphin to Bird Road. Slowing down in Broward County, westbound 595 at Davie Road, and southbound at the turnpike by Griffin. I'm Gia, and that's traffic on FM 104.3 WQAM. And you can also listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach. Don't miss
should know by the way you popped your car sideways.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. And I know a lot of people were drinking Funky Buddha during the game last night. And they got a big schedule for the week. Tonight at the Tap Room in Oakland Park, you've got Dan Day hosting trivia that starts at 7:30.
Just saw Dan Day.
Tomorrow, you've got Poker Night, free Texas Hold'em tournaments at the Tap Room, 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. Wednesday, Magic the Gathering, 6:30 p.m.
Dr. Chuck.
Big bad Magic the Gathering.
People love it.
Thursday night, Poker Night again, Texas Hold'em Poker, 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Live music Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, Bottomless Brunch begins at 11 a.m., and they have open-minded speed dating at noon.
Ooh, when's that?
Sunday at noon.
Oh, I'm married, but I think it'd be funny just to go watch.
I'm open-minded, so
no, you're not open-minded.
get in on the action.
Just to see the interactions, it'd be funny to see people.
Anyway, 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, and it's brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Solana never forwarded me the headline, so I'm a little stuck on the headline, so I'll just kind of have to make them up here, I guess. Solana still in the building, Jimmy?
No, he just walked out.
No, he just walked out.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Seahawks won last night.
Yeah, here you go. Here are your headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito. Their lowest price. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Seahawks did win, and they covered as well. I had the Patriots +5. That didn't do me any good.
I thought I was slick to try to catch the middle. Patriots +5. Seahawks.
That's right. I forgot
win.
you had that parlay.
Yeah. Come on now.
So you've got the Heat tonight, which you will hear here on 104.3 WQAM. Panthers are off until February 26th for the Olympics. Does anybody want Olympics info?
I don't. They kept talking about it during the game last night. After the game, check out downhill.
The only reason I say, I know a few things that happened today, but I think a lot of people like to watch it in prime time, so maybe they kind of ignore it during the day. I'd hate to give out results. I won't give out results. You can watch it tonight.
No,
I will mention Lindsey Vonn had to be airlifted off the mountain. I think we all kind of knew that was a bad idea to try to ski with a torn ACL. She tried to tough it out, didn't work, and ended up being airlifted.
Yeah. ACL stability in the knee. Downhill skiing with less stability wasn't a good idea.
Well, what I think happened, again, I'm no ski expert, but I think because you've got no stability, if everything goes perfectly, you're probably fine. But if you clip the flag or something like she did, then I think you end up, with an inability to correct it because you've got no stability in your knee.
Yeah. And they were talking about it too. Somebody yesterday I was watching. This might have been her last chance.
It was.
At her age.
It was.
So that's what she was. Like, she was 22 years old. She would just wait for the next Olympics. But at her age, just her last chance to compete.
See what's going on. Any UM basketball or anything, Jimmy?
They did win in Boston College.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Anything tonight? Nothing tonight?
Nope, just the Heat.
I think Lee Sterling told me Canes baseball opens on Friday.
They do.
How about that?
Mark Light shakes.
Yes. Mark Light shakes. All right, well, those are your sports headlines. I guess the big story, the Seattle Seahawks are your Super Bowl champion. Do you think any differently about the Patriots?
It's still amazing that they turned it around and went to the Super Bowl, won the AFC with a second-year quarterback, first-year head coach. It was impressive, but I saw Drake May fold. So my thought on Drake May changed a lot in that game. He didn't want to play football anymore.
Weather right now, it's 71 in Miami. Getting down to low 60s, 60 as a matter of fact. And then when you wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be in the low 60s, getting into the mid 70s. It'll be a bright and sunny day in South Florida tomorrow. I had seen on the show sheet, it's a big day today, but because it's the day after the Super Bowl, today is National Lox and Bagel Day. It is a very big day. And today also happens to be National Pizza Day, which normally we would probably do all 4 hours on that. Day after the Super Bowl. We have to skip it. In addition, celebrity birthdays today. Saquon Barkley is 29. Michael B. Jordan. You want to guess how old Michael B. Jordan is?
Ooh, around the 30?
39.
39?
Yeah. I thought he was in his 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was younger. I didn't think he was that old. He looks good.
Vladimir Guerrero is 51.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Pesci is 73. He's only 73? I thought Joe Pesci was older than that.
I was going to say 80.
73 can't be right. He's 83.
I was so sad. It's funny. It's the other way. I was like, no, he's younger than that. You said 73. I was like, he's older than that.
Yeah, 73. No chance. Yeah.
No.
Well, Solana's only off by a decade.
Joe Pesci been around a long time, boy.
He's 83. And Carole King, who's one of the Solana family favorites, she is 84. I wasn't aware that Carole King was still alive, to be quite honest.
She might not be.
Yeah, I'm double checking, but she is 84. And then on this day in 1983, you heard Little Red Corvette coming into this segment by Prince. That was released on this day in 1983. And Norbit was released to theaters on this day in 2007.
I love Norbit.
That was terrible.
Rasputia.
That was terrible.
Man, Norbit's a great movie.
Great?
Great
movie.
You cheated on me. Ain't nobody doing nothing. That was a good movie. That was a great movie.
Well, I found we said it at the beginning of the show. I thought the Super Bowl was boring game-wise. The postseason games in the NFL this year, I thought were fantastic.
Yeah.
And this one it was a Tony Sparano game for a minute. I mean, just field goal after field goal. They were both playing for field position. There was remember, I can't remember if it was Lee Sterling or Rob Pizzola was saying, these coaches, they're not going for it on fourth down, and they are going to play for field position, and it's exactly what happened. All my prop bets were pretty much offense-based, and there was very little offense. How'd you do on did you have a lot of bets, or you just had that parlay going?
Oh, I had a bunch of bets. I did Kenneth Walker over 22.5 yards receiving. That last catch when the guy was holding his hand and he took off running down the sideline, that's the one over. Jackson Smith and Jigba over, which missed by like 10 yards. I had a bunch of props, probably hit on half of them. But to your point, the offensive stuff was terrible. They were playing not to lose. Like, don't lose the game. Don't let them make a decision and lose the game. But the dominance of Seattle's defense over the Patriot offense, that was the frustrating part.
That's what, because somebody put on the chat, I have no problem with the game. I like defense. To me, though, I was saying, I want to see that Seattle defense against a Patrick Mahomes offense, not against the New England offense, because I feel like an average defense could have done that to them.
Yeah, and they ran the same blitz on third down. They would bring it up on TV. They're going to run 21 off the left side. Drake made, it's funny, they were saying Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts. That was a thing a couple years ago. Drake made his interceptions. He was just throwing it out of his hand. Just don't hit me anymore. That's not good defense. That's bad football. So the defense was better, obviously, physically better. Seattle was tearing them up physically. But Drake May not adjusting. Josh McDaniel, who was a Patriots offensive coordinator, not having an answer. That was just frustrating to see. This is supposed to be one of the best 2 football teams in the world.
So my prop bets, I lost. Each team will score 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing touchdown in both halves. That was plus 10,000 though. I lost. Each team will record 3 rushing touchdowns. That was plus 25,000. I won. Either team will attempt a 2-point conversion. That happened towards the end of the game. Thank God. I needed a green ticket. I lost Elijah Arroyo just to have 1 reception. He was out there, number 18. I was watching him like a hawk.
I thought about you because he was hugging Sam Darnold after the game. Said, y'all can't be that close.
I had over 49.5 yards, distance of the longest successful field goal. And then neither one of these coaches was, I mean, if they were at the 30, they were happy to punt it away and pin the other team back.
Hit the ball in the red zone.
I had a 3-team parlay, came so close. I went 0 for 3. I had Sam Darnold over 2.5 rushing attempts. Ramondre Stevenson, longest rush over 11.5 yards. And Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown. None of those.
None of them.
I had Jake Bobo, 1 receiving yard or more.
Uh-huh. Wasn't a
Was
big
he
part
out
of the
there?
game. Wasn't a big part of the game plan, I can guarantee you, Hawk.
I had the Patriots plus 5. That was a loser. I had Mac Hollins over 2.5 receptions. That was a winner. He was the offense. He was literally their offense.
It's weird.
And I had the coin toss, heads.
I had Stephon Diggs over 44.5 receiving yards. Max Hollins is better than him.
He was
And if you
non-existent.
He got that long 30-yarder late, but the game was over. Then he jumped up and spun the ball on the ground. I was mad at him. No, get the ball to the referee. You let me down.
Oh, U.S. and Canada women's hockey tomorrow during our show. That's a good matchup. USA versus Canada in hockey.
Let's bet it.
I like that. And men's hockey Thursday, United States versus Latvia. That's during our show as well. We got to start doing some Olympic gambling during the show.
Can we talk to somebody? Because I don't know if you know much.
Well, I don't know anything.
Can we discuss this with somebody?
Does anyone on this show know where Latvia is?
Europe?
Jimmy?
Looking it up now.
Anything on Latvia?
It's a Baltic nation in northern Europe.
Oh.
With a population
I knew
of
it was
roughly,
a Baltic nation, but I didn't know it was in northern Europe.
With a population of roughly 1.83 to 1.95 million people.
All right.
They can throw a hockey team together with 2 million people.
Somebody texted in Miami Hurricanes play UNC in basketball tomorrow. Is that true? They do. They host number 11 UNC at the Watsco Center. That's a good one. I think UNC just beat Duke, right? Did you see that over the weekend?
Yeah, buzzer beater.
Yeah.
We gotta go check out old Jay Lucas.
The one that you sent was crazier.
Yeah, I don't even remember who the 2 teams were, but it was an insane. It went to like triple overtime. It was insane.
It was like it was Coastal Carolina, and I forget who the other team is.
It was Coastal Carolina. You're right. Did you watch the entire Super Bowl at Flanagan's, Jimmy? Or you just went there for the meal beforehand?
Well, I got there a little late, but yes, I watched the whole game.
Why were you late?
Because I was picking somebody up.
Jimbo, my man.
Now what you think, guys?
I don't know. You don't know what I'm thinking.
I know Crowder's thinking.
It might be exactly what I think.
What I'm talking about, Jimmy. Yeah, Jack.
You watched the game at home, Crowder?
Yeah, it's at home with Chaz and Asia.
Pizza?
No, pub subs.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Yeah. Turkey, provolone, toasted. Oil and vinegar on the side so it doesn't get soggy. You all set.
I kind of like when it gets soggy.
No, because you got to especially the second half. The first half's okay, then the second half gets real soggy.
Too drenched,
mushy.
yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Lori made a charcuterie.
Just meat and bread and cheese?
Pretty much. And I don't like prosciutto really, so I just had some cheese. My Super Bowl meal was cheese and crackers.
That's not a meal.
Yeah, that was fine.
That's an appetizer.
Yeah, I had cheese and crackers. A couple of York peppermint patty zeros.
Your diet is weird. Cheese, crackers, and peppermint patties.
Nothing like a zero sugar York peppermint patty.
I don't even know where those are in the store.
So damn good. Usually I have to order them on Walmart delivery because they don't have them many places. Anyway.
What Jimmy had for an appetizer, that's why he was late.
Hey. I saw you had a lot of food on your plate. Man had an appetite.
He was hungry, huh?
Man had an appetite. Nothing better than the meal afterwards. All right, we got to take a break. Mike Cugno from CBS 4. Let's talk some Super Bowl with him. Mike Cugno will join us next.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I used to spray paint raccoons and see if they come back in my yard after I catch them.
It's a great move.